Why, hello there, everyone, and welcome back to our Pathfinder campaign. We have a few little bits of house cleaning to do first before we officially start things. So let's go ahead and jump into chat with all the folks. First and foremost, they all received 240 experience, which brings them to, currently, 760. Experience is fun to use again. I'm actually enjoying this. I like throwing little popcorns of experience at them. It's quite fun. Anyway, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, I thought we were going to stay quiet.
Don't say anything.
No.
That won't make me cry. No bully, please. All right, so...
We all forgot we're here, despite wifey sitting right behind you.
Alrighty, we quickly discussed this last session. There are technically no rules for sucking the poison out of a spider. I read a few different things, and I'm okay with doing this. Basically, if you kill said thing, and it hasn't been 24 hours, so a day, that way you don't have to get at it, unless I specify and say, oh, this poison seems to blah, blah, blah. I'll let you know, of course. So we'll just always assume 24 hours. So, you guys have the time, our ballisting group, to bring the 3 corpses back, plus the guy, to the town. And if you want, so the way I'm going to do it is basically do a, oh shit, my brain's not working, survival check first on each of them. A critical success will, I think we'll have the critical success lower the DC, because there are so many poisons in this game. I won't even get into it, but there's a lot. There's a lot of poisons in this game, dear God.
Yes, I think I might have accidentally stumbled on the one that we killed. So
possibly. So I will find an equivalent poison to what that little boy was. But basically what I have you do is if you critically succeed, I'll lower the DC for crafting. If you succeed, you'll get it. If you fail, you just fail. It's fine. If you critically fail, you'll take damage. I'll change that depending on what you're pulling from. So if you're pulling from like a really, really venomous creature, failing would make you take damage. But this one is fairly basic. It's a small boy. Shouldn't be too hard. Other than that, we'll start with a survival check, and then you'll have the poison, but it's unstable, basically. Then you'll need to do a crafting check, preferably with a local alchemist or something along those lines, and then it can be sellable or tradable, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, easier to do in Trello, or if one of you have some form of crafting kit on you, or, something. Roleplay, whatever the roleplay for your character is. So we can start with milking these boys first, Arbalist.
I can't imagine these spiders and the venom lasting for very long, so I can't wait for Torello, sadly.
After you've milked them, the stuff that you've pulled out, maybe should I stop saying milk? No. After you've milked...
Yes, please.
Milk.
And suck. Please stop saying both.
I can't say suck?
No, it sounds weird.
Okay, after
Alright, it's time for some spilk.
Yes. Here, after you've coerced the juices out of the spider...
Much better.
That's better?
No, that's worse.
Coerce the juices is better for you?
Yes.
Okay. After you've taken out the poison, wonderfully neutral, that will be stable for quite some time. The corpse needs to be pulled out within the first 24 hours. So once you succeed or fail on these first 3, you can basically bottle them to the side and then bring them to a crafter later. So you'll have time, no worries.
Which of these spiders is actually still slightly not mush, basically?
Oh shit, you did blow one up, didn't you? That's a good point. Well, you know what? No, we didn't blow them up. That was me narrating, and that's unfair. They are dead. So we'll just say, because I did say 3 last time, I'll hold myself to that. You just need to roll a survival check, and for all 3 of them, I already closed it. I'm a dumbass. You need to roll me a 14. So just 3 quick survival checks.
Hey, that's a 14.
Hey, 14, 17, 17. All right, cool. We have 3 boys, so however you do this, we'll just say, I'm not sure what to call it. I'm sure there's a technical name.
Spilk?
I'm not typing that, I refuse.
I mean, venom. If you want the technical name, it's also on Nethys, I think.
Yeah. So whatever the, prior to it being functional, you basically pulled that out. So it's not usable just yet, but you have that. This stuff will last you days. You don't need to worry. If you want to put in your notes somewhere, I've done it as well. But you have basically 3 of these. So when you decide to speak with a crafter, fresh spilk, 3 doses of fresh spilk. Once you speak with a dude, basically we can get that converted over into actual poisons. So yay, congratulations. Other than that, yes, your group has indeed brought back the guy. It took some time. I think I said by the time you guys get here, it'll be around 4 or 5 p.m. The hobgoblin, as I mentioned, is still locked in the grain house. Probably getting hungry, but they are indeed just guarding him. for the time being. So whatever you want to do next.
Were we also going to do some medicine checks before we?
Let me go ahead and say this. You guys tell me your intention, because I don't like tedium. I don't like rolling when we know we're going to succeed in the end. Meaning, if you guys, it's 4 o'clock. You guys tell me your intention. Are you going to go back to the cave tonight, or are you going to wait till tomorrow?
I'd like to do today.
It's pitch black regardless, so.
Oh, wait, do you mean go back?
Yes, you guys are officially in the town now. You brought back the guy, and I'd say it probably took around an hour or so to milk the spiders, so.
No, you two could have healed yourself in that time.
Right, so I'll put it this way. In every circumstance in this game, because it's so easy to heal people via treat wounds checks, I don't want you guys to roll the treat wounds, and then decide to stay the night anyway. In those X amount of hours, you would eventually reach full health. I can guarantee one of you will eventually succeed. I don't want to roll for that because it's I guess if you critically fail 4 times, that's just dumb. It's an inevitability. You will eventually end up at full HP. So obviously a standard rest only nets you HP equal to your level times your con modifier, I believe. But I think to a minimum of 1. If you guys are staying the night, that offers you like 6 or 7 chances to heal. You'll be at full. So if you are staying, you'll just be full HP. And for going forward, I'd like to do that just because not a fan of tedium.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The only exception, it will be if none of you take higher rankings in treat wounds, because higher rankings obviously heals you more based off HP you have. But if none of you take that, then I'll actually make you roll. Otherwise, you guys succeed and Vegas back at full HP. So it feels silly to roll, fail. Guys, we're waiting an hour. Roll, succeed. Okay. Roll, succeed. Another hour later. All right, we're back to full. It's like, all right.
As for going back, I don't really mind. Like, if anything, I would probably ask if they know anything about very big spiders, I guess, before we leave.
Y'all can definitely do that.
I give the bracelet to the mayor and ask her if she knows it.
As you guys head on back, as mentioned, you see that the hobgoblin boy is still being guarded by 2 folk. They give you guys a wave, knowingly. Some chatter jumping throughout the town. Clara ends up coming out, and you bestow upon her this bracelet. She gives it a look, takes her a second or two. Do you say anything, or does the look on your face say enough?
I would say so, since we only came back with 1 survivor.
Yeah, I'll just give her a look.
Okay. She will just kind of sigh heavily, put it in her pocket, and just give you a nod as if to say, thank you. We don't. I'll find the appropriate person and let them know. I'm sorry you couldn't find them and bring them back. Someone is trailing behind Clara, and this someone is able to assist you guys with the person that was injured and harmed. Their clothes, like I said, everything's like melted away. They look awful. Clara has to, squint a couple times to figure out, like, who am I looking at? But after a while, she figures it out, gets that situated, and then you guys ask her about the spider?
Yeah.
Okay.
I brought the spider with me. I can also ask her, like, do you know anything about this spider and any other big spiders that might accompany in it?
The smaller ones she doesn't really seem to recognize, but when you guys mention a larger spider, she thinks for a moment, kind of nods along, and says, well, I do believe there were some rumors of a rather large spider that was hiding away in a nest. Did you all happen to run into it?
Yeah.
Big, hairy, rather smart, yes.
Very smart. It bowed to us.
A little too smart for a spider.
Yeah, I don't think we should do anything about that just yet.
Well, that would actually follow the rumors from things that I've heard. You didn't fight it or attack it in any way?
Nope.
Honestly, I would say good. And most likely, well, you seem to be okay, but our friend here very much isn't. Probably avoid striking it if you can. Any rumors I would share with you will most likely be not useless, but you've seen it firsthand. I'm sure you could actually tell me more facts about it than I could. Regardless, yes, there are rumors of a rather smart arachnid roaming the forest. Usually it sits to a trap. Would you find it in a hole or a cave?
Cave.
In a cave, yeah.
Well, apparently some of the rumors were true then.
Well, as long as it doesn't bother you people, then I guess we can keep it around.
It doesn't. Truly, it's, I guess, in some of its intelligence, it avoids us and we avoid it. The small ones, though, I definitely don't recognize. They look different from what I've heard. The large one's more of a brown, right? These are very colorful.
Yeah.
Quite. They also try to bite me a lot. I think, well, I managed to squeeze something out of them. I'm not sure if you have an alchemist in town or someone who can work with that.
not someone proficient enough, unfortunately. We're sort of out here in the middle of nowhere. We can help you with milk or grain, but that's currently about it.
I'll keep on to it then.
Please do. I'm sure you could sell it for something at least. Is there anything I can help you with while you're all here, or... We're soon reaching sundown. Are you planning on going back out?
There were still some areas in the cave that we need to explore.
Oh, more survivors, hopefully?
We can
Doubt it.
hope. We can hope, Vega.
Gonna be honest, doubt it.
Well, we'll hope for the best. Regardless of what you find, I would like you to fully report it to me. Don't feel as if you need to cushion any of the information that you find.
Definitely do still keep an eye on people, though.
We most definitely will. You've poked the hornet's nest, as it were. If they're going to be out tonight, we'll definitely keep a close eye. We've moved some folk around, and your little friend hasn't really done anything too egregious, mostly complaining. We've fed him a little, at least. Were you, I know, probably asking too early, were you planning on taking him with you after all this, or?
Shoot,
what?
you know,
What little friend?
The
locked up.
naked hobgoblin.
Yeah.
No.
The one tied up in my ropes. Well,
Unless
not
you-
anymore.
Unless
Yeah,
you want me to
we were
use him as
going
a
to.
punching bag.
No, we were going to deliver him to the guards in Trello.
That would be preferable. We don't necessarily
Unless-
want him, Vega.
Yes, unless a guard contingency happens to pass by before we get there, I guess. But in that case, you can hand him over to them.
We can definitely get that figured out. It's somewhat of a walk from here to Torello. Do you have a buggy of some variety coming back to pick you all up, or were you just all going to eventually walk back? We could send off a bird, maybe to deliver a message for you all in a day or so to bring a carriage.
Sure, why not?
You all seem quite confident, so I believe in you all. Alrighty,
Let's
so
get this business settled before we go on. So
indeed, she nods and jots something down in what's most likely code because she writes it way too fast, and then stuffs that back in her pocket, effectively saying in X number of days, probably call someone to come pick y'all up. You shouldn't have to walk back after helping them, so they'll do what they can. And if we are indeed going back out, then yes, I will go ahead and have you guys roll medicine check, treat wounds, and all that good stuff. I believe Kane and Arbalist, you guys are even in that, so whichever one wants to lead, go ahead and roll that up.
I mean, I'll help King stitch himself up.
My favorite.
Make your outside ropes inside again.
But I like them to be outside.
I like them inside.
It's fun. Oh, I rip them out. I cast inside ropes. I throw them at Vega.
I dodge.
That's his skill check, by the way.
Yeah, that's my skill check. I cast inside ropes to heal myself and throw them at Vega.
Oh my god.
That's how that works, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Well, if you want to throw that same luck Vega's way, I'm sure she could use more than 2 hit points. Who would like to? Who would like to lead the action on this one?
I will.
You can assist the next one if you want Kane to do this one. So you literally just roll the same exact thing, just treat wounds, medicine. Ah, okay. Oh, good. If you're helping with the 23, that will increase whatever he rolls by 1.
All right.
So realistically, out of combat, you can always assist after. You don't necessarily need to roll it with, because if he rolls too low, he needs to roll a 25, I believe, for a crit. Which, weirdly enough, that means his self-medication would have crit, except it wouldn't have mattered because he only had 2 HP to heal.
This is fine. Here you go.
You are rolling really high.
Don't say that. They're going to go away now. I never roll high.
You're rolling so poorly. Oh my god. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, something else I noticed. Okay. Totally random. Holy shit. I just remember this. All right, cool. All of you roll me a reflex save real quick.
Oh, good.
Any of them, honestly, are perfectly fine.
Terrible.
All right, cool. If you right-click the window, a little drop-down will pop in. You'll have reroll, keep the new result. Reroll, keep the worst result.
Oh, hero point.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can have it reroll, and it'll use your hero point on your character to reroll that roll specifically. Cool, right?
Yes.
I don't know,
Still
like, erase
terrible.
the old one out.
Now, it will make
Will
it...
use it? Yes, it does.
It does use it. Yeah, that's the cool thing. So you don't have to manually reduce it. So if you happen to play with it, please give yourself a hero point. Don't actually lose it and go like, where are my points?
Yeah.
Because that would be very not good. Oh, also, each of you go ahead and add 1 as well.
I can't. I'm already at 3.
Well, if you're unlucky, you have 3 then. So Vega and Kane, you should both be at 2.
You can give those out, can't you?
Technically, no. You have to keep. That's why you have a cap of 3. You're supposed to use them for yourself. The only way I believe you can use them for other people is if we're in downtime stuff. And I don't really care too much.
I'm going to do this.
Or aid.
As to not quote unquote waste it. I rolled a 24 on one of my spilking attempts.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I'm not sure if that does anything, but actually, yes, it's a crit, right?
Yep. I'll say 1 was a crit, and then that means that will reduce the crafting check when we get around to that. So I will jot that down. Excellent. Not wasted. Excellent. All right. So if we are indeed ready, we can travel on back.
Hero point application.
Hell yeah.
Totally not cheating, by the way.
Definitely not cheating. We'd never. Not in a bajillion years. All right. Do we head straight back to the cave or anything in between?
I mean, there's nothing we can really do here aside from going back, is there?
Yeah, straight back's fine with me.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
On the way there, we can take a look out if we see any more holes. We can potentially, that could potentially connect it, I guess, but I doubt it.
I forgot. I told you, Vega. I just remembered. Good thing I remembered. The Hobgoblin. You did indeed loot him. He had a longsword on him.
Oh, yes.
Yes, longsword can be used one-handed, meaning you can actually walk around with a torch and a longsword at the same time, if you wish.
I wish.
All right, go ahead and fang-dangle your equipment to unequip your greatsword, to put it away, and then draw the longsword. There you go. Hey, you can hit things now. Yay! Well, I mean, you were hitting things before, but if you want to hit them with slashing damage, there you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty, if you want to torch back up, you are more than welcome to do so. It takes a little bit of time to get back here, but fortunately, you guys know your way back. So
At least I still get all of my bonus damage from actually stabbing someone with a dagger, so...
Mm-hmm. And it will be definitely sundown by the time you will arrive at this little cave opening. Your rope is still there, fortunately.
Good. We should buy a lantern or something.
I want mine
Also,
too.
I'm scouting. Give me... let me get scouting myself for that.
Pazu. Boop. Boop. All right. You may choose as you guys are moving around. Realistically, scout's the most important one. You don't have to pick the other ones. It's okay. As long as one of y'all are scouting, we're set.
I mean, I can do this. I don't think it'll really matter, though.
You can. I love that. At regular intervals.
Yeah.
What's a regular interval?
Good question.
I think like an hour worth of moving or something.
Basically, long enough that the GM can't say, you didn't cast it.
They also want to do something?
I'm deciding.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Exploring or something? Or searching?
Yeah, I think scout is technically the most important. If search or something.
Are really good.
If search is an option, Vega, just pick that one. And you can pick it as a filler option, and then just say, I pick something later. Because search is you're seeking, basically.
Okie dokes.
Yeah, and you guys are walking relatively slow.
And there's also avoid notice for if you want to be stealthy.
Yep.
Or investigate.
So, you'll drop back down into the cave, and as you begin to move about, basically all these spider corpses are gone, but you do indeed hear some scuttling about.
Do they look like they were dragged away or eaten?
One of the two. It's difficult to tell. Upon looking where you remember them to be, there are blood stains and smears that lead up to the walls. So it seems that some of the other spiders pulled them away for whatever means, or the folk in the back did. Difficult to tell. But as
the big one did.
Yeah, or the big one did. As you guys move your torches around, you can actually see some of the spiders kind of hiding and burrowed up into the corner of this cave. And as you do, they kind of scoop back a little. They're watching, but you can tell they're much more passive now.
Big spider gone?
The big spider is around that corner to your character's right if you're facing east.
Yeah. I don't want to look.
Nice.
That's just the first thing that came to mind. I'm not going over there.
I will.
Good for you.
This is now canon that I'm scared of spiders.
I like it.
It's not much of a stretch. Spiders are not great.
I can't see anything. I need light.
Waifu sees one the size of a fingernail and freaks out, so don't go to Australia.
I don't plan on it.
Same.
Still there?
Yeah, I wasn't going to either.
All right, Kane, as you hug the corner, and Vega, you bravely just whoop, fire. What's up? What's going on over here? You do still indeed see the large spider. It is just waiting on the roof, looking about. Your light awakens it. It moves about and kind of looks towards y'all.
I'll just slightly bow and start moving on.
Okay, it bows back.
She's still there. Or he, whatever he is.
I'm going to hesitate.
Spiders are usually she, right?
Yeah, usually, because they eat the dudes. Or at least I bet this one does.
I'm not going to find out, so...
A certain breed.
I was going to say, I don't think that's like
Kinda.
every type of spider thing.
I bet
Black
this one
widows
is.
definitely do, but
The spiders in Dark Souls are waifus, so
Oh my god.
sure.
Booba spider.
Ma'am, there's other men who've come in here. Do you happen to know where they may have gone?
after a moment, the spider locks eyes with you, Vega, and then slowly turns its head looking beyond where you are.
Okay, so how's Vega's mind map?
Mind map? What do you mean?
Does she have any idea where the spider's pointing?
Yes, there's one right to the.
So Melanie knows I'm pointing to the north of the cave towards, well, the general area to the north, and you guys know where that is. You tell me if Vega remembers this or not.
I definitely do. I heard them.
I really can't decide if she's good with directions, but I want to say yes.
As long as you're not Zorro, I approve.
I'm not that dumb.
I love that man, but dear God.
Make it. She's good with direction when she's not trying to find a specific place.
I mean, that's the same thing, so.
Yeah, I mean, if she's wandering, she always ends up where she needs to be. But if she's looking for a specific place, she always gets lost.
That's fair, I guess. All right, well, the spider pointed. Thank you. And I will bow and follow after the guys.
Alrighty, it kind of nestles back into its corner and just allows you all to walk away. And during this whole time, you are definitely being watched by the spiders, but they're not doing anything about your guys' entering again.
She said this way.
To the north.
There's only one to the north-ish.
North-ish.
But it's not north-north, so.
As mentioned, this is a very similar web wall, but this one is very thick compared to the others. It's definitely different. It's also not white like web. Upon closer inspection, there's a strange hue to it, almost like pinkish.
What do
Like
the magic
magical?
I see, Kane? I mean, Kane has his magic aura detection thingy up, is it?
Indeed. Do you need the detect magic spell, or does every mage have detect magic? I didn't even think
I think
about
it's
that.
just a normal action.
Yeah. All right. Since I'm not sure how it works, we'll just go with that. Yes, you do sense some magic coming from this direction.
There is detect magic specifically, but I'm
Yes.
not sure if it's.
So I do know that detecting magic in this game is really vague. Like I give way too much information. So if I accidentally give too much information, then I don't know. But yeah, it's incredibly vague. Literally, like there's magic in this room, or there's magic somewhere in front of me. But yes, you can sense it emanating from the north, Kane. Basically, yes, there is a magical source.
I mean, I'll point it out. I'm assuming I don't really know much about it.
Upon first sight, nah, doesn't really tell you anything. None of the other web in this area is magical at all. Or the web that you guys have run into, at least.
Can throw something at it.
What are you throwing?
I'm not going to if they don't want me to.
Sure, go
I'll
ahead.
Stop you. You're the expert.
Will
at
the
this point.
web blow up? Sure, expert, yeah.
Let's find out. Actually, I just go ahead and touch it.
Okay.
These are two very different things.
Vega is not one to not touch things. Touch it.
Okay, good luck.
All right, well,
You're in the explosive radius, waifu.
I'm seeing Kane like prepping to throw something, and then Vega walks up and then probably pauses.
No, I touch it.
No, I mean Kane pauses from whatever the I heard explode. So, but
Okay,
yes,
You touch it, you look behind you, and Kane just like hocked a grenade.
I was just gonna like throw a rock or something, but I mean, if she's gonna walk up and touch it, I'm not gonna get closer to that.
Vega, as you move in to touch it, it is indeed sticky web, but it is a little not that you're a web expert. It's a little stickier than you're expecting. You kind of pull your hand away, and there's like a trail of slime.
Ugh.
Ugh. Gross.
Can I attempt to like pry a corner away?
With your hands or with the torch?
My hands.
Okay. So I mentioned before,
I take a step back.
if you guys are going to attempt to basically dislodge it, it's going to be a check. And you know that from everything else, this specifically looks different in some way. So you'll have to be very careful. This will be a survival check if that's what you're going for.
Sure.
I mean, Kane and I just standing in the back, like discussing, like, should we tell her or something? Or
I did great.
yes, apparently.
Alrighty. I will let you know this is a critical failure.
You'll be fine, right?
Right.
Yeah, totes.
All right, perfect.
I committed to it. Vega commits to things.
Tell me how you attempt to pull this bad boy off.
Just wiggle my fingers around the edge and try to yank.
Oh boy. All right. That's accurate. As you kind of try to like shove your fingers in and effectively just like peel it off the wall, you're trying to like dislodge it entirely.
Yeah.
You realize this gunk, whatever it is, goes much deeper than you anticipate. Your fingers can dip all the way in and you don't feel air on the other side or this substance stopping. And as you kind of go to pull, it does indeed, but it's almost like a gel, and it instantly fills the spot that you're able to move it. Maybe you move too fast or too aggressively, wrong angle, difficult to tell, but this shit has your hands wrapped very, very tightly. And you realize as you attempt to pull away, you cannot do that.
Uh-oh.
Both of your hands are now stuck, and you feel yourself being slowly pulled in.
Guys, little help here.
You'll be fine, right?
Don't help me.
You'll be fine, right?
Kane and I just standing in the back, like watching you slowly get pulled in. Yes.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Get over here and help me.
I kind of expected this to happen, honestly.
I mean,
You
I could just
smartasses!
use I could just use a spell on you, but then that's a waste of a spell.
Wait, Kane.
Then use your damn ropes. I don't care.
I'll whisper in Kane's ear. Use your inside ropes.
All right, fine. I'll whip out the inside ropes and throw the other end at her.
She can't complain now.
I heard her give permission.
Yeah, I
Grab
already
the inside ropes.
Wait, can I? My hands are gone, right?
I'll tie it around your waist.
Will it stick?
Or your legs.
Will it stick onto the inside ropes?
So her hands are indeed shoved into this webby substance, and they're slowly getting pulled in. It's just past your knuckles, and you're beginning to feel your skin burn as you wrap this rope around Vega.
Could you please do that a little faster? It burned.
All right, I'll tie a knot, I guess, around your leg.
Oh, be gentle. Those are my inside ropes.
They'll be fine. They've been cut before.
Those are my inside-outside ropes.
These are special, and just for you, Vega.
I guess we just try to pull her.
No comment.
I guess, yeah.
Indeed. Who would like to lead this pulling exercise? It's going to be athletics.
I have a +3.
I have a plus something, 5 or something. What do I have?
It's strength, so I would assume yours is higher. Yep, you have a +5.
Right?
Yeah, +5 is yours.
Fine.
Okay,
I would like to
assist, I guess.
Yeah, I would like to put my feet somewhere and pull.
Great.
Oh. I think even if I rolled high enough to give you a +1, that won't really matter.
That's true. A 10, unfortunately, will not be enough. As Vega, you are slowly pulled further into this thing, and as you feel it begin to burn you, you take 1 acid damage as it begins to bite into your flesh.
All right, that does it. Next time you guys are touching it first.
I mean, I was going to hit it from far away, but you wanted to touch it.
I tried to stop you.
Shut
This
up!
isn't our fault.
You know what? I'm gonna pick up her
Yeah.
torch that she apparently dropped or something and see if it burns.
Yeah, she did indeed have to drop that and her weapon. As you hold it up, it burns, but in a weird, like, bubbling, crackling way. Not the same way that the web around you has been burning so far. So it's definitely burning, but it's making an odd hissing sound while it's burning.
Right. Is it like affecting its structure, or is it not doing anything at all, basically?
It almost looks like, I'm trying to think of a substance that, like, when burned, it almost like refills just with the goopy wet part, and it's not staying wet enough to, like, melt down. So it looks like whatever, like, this might work, but it's going to take way too long, and Vega will most likely be incredibly intimate with this wall by the time it works, with just fire at least.
Oh, that doesn't work. Back to pulling. We try again.
I'll give it one more pull, and if it doesn't work, I'll use a spell. Oh, you got this. I'm gonna see if I can help anyways. Nope.
Excellent. Alrighty, with a 23 and a good old, you are easily able to pull Vega out. This does hurt, by the way, Vega, but with a nice, like, you got pop right on out of this odd fleshy web wall, and the 2 little slots where your hands were slowly close.
What have we learned?
That they know a secret method to opening this piece of shit.
Good enough.
How are my fingers?
A little raw, but you're fine.
Excellent.
Right, so how do we get through?
Can I examine the wall to see if there's like a button somewhere?
You can, and you do not find any button of any variety. You just see wall, very similar to what we've run into before, and it just culminates right into this web.
What kind of recall knowledge would this stuff be?
What are you trying to find out? Technically, Vega knows how to get in. She just critically failed.
Like how to get through it, I guess, then, yeah.
Do we treat it like the other webs where we stick the torch in there and just very carefully pry?
It didn't seem to burn very well, so.
In terms of the skills you guys have, because this one's definitely interesting, I'll let you either roll Arcana or trying to use the. There is no nature, is there? Yeah, there is nature. Okay.
What is nature?
Yeah, there is nature. Okay, cool.
Okay, how good are you at Arcana?
Very. Nature or Arcana. And if you want, both Arbalist and Kane can roll this while Vega, you're trying to get the shit off your hands and whatnot.
I mean, nature is also an intelligence roll, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I'll roll Arcana.
I'll do nature.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
See, you ruined it. You said I was rolling well.
I mean, this is a good place to
Now
critically
it's
fail.
I guess, yeah.
So,
You'll once more get distracted by a spider.
yes, as you're looking, Kane, you're giving it the good old up and down, and there's definitely some magic pulsing in here, and there's some form of spell fused with this web to make it react in the way that it does. But before you can get too close, you realize that one of the spiders you all felled earlier is watching you specifically way too intently, probably with no intent to attack, but too close for comfort. Very hard to focus.
Well, watching who?
Kane.
Hmm.
And while that's happening, Arbalist, you're able to look relatively close and kind of find, while this thing is indeed infused with magic, if you're very careful with a survival check, you should be able to realistically get in here as long as you don't, shove your hands in it and then slowly get sucked in. You just need to be careful effectively. And if you pry away slowly, the fire can definitely help. You can probably get through. But looking at it, it's thick. Like, this thing is very, very thick. There's probably other ways to get through here. There's no button. It doesn't look like a spell will get you through. But something clearly caused this thing to open easier. Just prying it open with your hands is probably not the best route. It will work. It's a little sloppy. So if you choose to do this yourself, I'll give you a +1 circumstance bonus for this check, basically.
Do I have a choice at this point? No, I don't. Let's see how I fare, I guess.
All right, with a 17, Arbalist, you begin to look into this. You tell me how you carefully give the shakedown to this web.
I see a path, I guess, and I use one of the bones on the floor, if there's bones on the floor.
There are.
Yeah, I'll do like wedge it open a bit, like very carefully crawl through.
Alrighty. As you begin to kind of wedge it open and cut into it, you realize that going slow and carefully was the key. And as mentioned before, when Vega found out, it's thick. At least 1 to 2 feet of this junk. But you realize when you cut slowly, it doesn't seal itself. So you actually have time to continue on through. And as you cut through, you're able to notice that it kind of, almost like a pair of doors, opens in the center and then slowly, wetly, opens just enough for you to continue wedging your way through with various bones or stones or anything large. A small knife would work, a weapon would work, anything as long as you're careful. And Vega and Kane, you see this opening revealing itself before Arbalist and not closing.
Oh, hey, let's go. Hurry.
Stick my head out. Hey guys, I found an opening.
Show off.
I still have my inside ropes, by the way.
Of course.
Did you just shove me?
Shove.
Yeah, I just shoved you back in.
Okay, I'm not stuck in the wall because you shoved me too fast.
Well, goodbye, Arbalist. New character time.
I do like the thing with Homer disappearing in the hedge.
Yeah.
Wow, success plus mine. I almost crit success to you there.
You did.
Then I would have died for sure.
Alrighty. And with that, the three of you are able to very slowly, with just a few inches of wiggle room, you essentially have to walk sideways and shuffle to get through here, but you eventually do. And while you're moving through, it's relatively silent, minus, the stickiness occasionally getting to your shoulder or shoe or something. You can almost hear a beating or something along those lines. It's quite odd, but it ceases. And with that, you guys are on the other side suddenly. It is, as similar to the other area, quite dark here. But just beyond the way, you guys can see that there is indeed a torch that is stuck to the wall and faintly glowing. All around you, though, the webs have ceased. Turning about, you can see that all the webs kind of almost pour out from this hole behind where you guys came from. and then abruptly stop. It's also much more red on this side rather than the pink of the other side.
Like blood red, or
Do you look close to it?
Red.
yeah, I investigate.
It looks less bloody and more just fleshy. Reminds you of skin.
What is your
Reminds you
obsession
of
with
inside
skin-colored
ropes.
caves?
I didn't say the cave was, I said the web was.
I hate you so much.
What, you don't like skin-colored caves? You don't like flesh caves?
No!
You don't like flesh caves guarded by deer men?
No, I don't.
Have you checked your flesh cave? No, I'm assuming. Shame. So what do? Skeet up, beat up.
Explore the rest of the flesh cave.
Excellent.
Actually, are there any tracks on the floor here? People have come through?
Yes, there are some wet-looking footprints that are very similar to the ones that you guys trailed in.
Hmm.
They lead onward. This is a relatively straight shot going forward. And like I mentioned, there is a singular torch burning 50 or so feet from where you guys are now.
I can't do scouting and tracking at the same time, right? Can I? Yes, I can.
Depends.
I can track.
I get a bonus for tracking, though. I mean, if you want
Oh.
to track, it's fine. I need to, well, it's my Hunter's Edge tracking thing.
Yeah, anyone can scout as long as you are scouting. We can say that yes, you are. Are you tracking anything in particular, or?
I like the footprints for the
Oh yeah, sure, of
human
course.
being.
Yeah, from where you guys are, they lead forward, straight ahead.
Vega, you be on the lookout.
Okie
You
dokes.
can be scouting,
Considering she really wants to be in front.
Yeah.
even if you horrendously fail.
Alrighty, Vega, you are leading the way, so you tell me what you're doing.
Do my elven ears pick up any sounds?
Currently, you hear the crackling of a fire up ahead, and you hear the very light running of water. As you move toward the east and check around the corner, amongst these other sounds, you hear a faint moaning.
Does this moaning sound familiar?
No, it does not. Sounds very pained.
Terrible. I don't find
AKA sounds familiar.
Sure. If you're used to pained moans.
I mean, like the last one we just heard.
Sure. Sounds like someone in pain. Just kind of in general.
That's fine.
I can't make anything out from these tracks, sadly.
Not currently, but
Yeah.
fortunately, they are relatively straightforward. They lead straight this way. Some come up to about where Vega's currently standing, which is the entrance to this little alcove, and then the rest move towards the water. So looking here, as you shine your light about Vega, you see multiple individuals. They are all tied up with various chains and ropes. You can hear moaning coming from the corner to your right, this large pillar here that the flames are tied to. As you all move about, you can kind of hear them trying to, you're not sure if they're trying to free themselves or they're just reacting to your sound. But all they're doing is moaning. They are bloodied, very clearly hungry. Their clothes are torn and dirty. They do not want to be here.
Do they look the same as that other person we found? And Mercy killed, or no?
No, they do not. These look like just your everyday standard townsfolk, and you can see that maybe one or two of them might have been in your guys' vocation. Where you're standing, Vega, just to your northeast is actually a pile of whatever clothing and shit they had on them. A lot of it's beat up from the spiders or acid or things of that nature, but there's basically a pile of all their stuff just sitting there in that corner. You see some, like, water, some food rations just outside of range. The person directly to your right that's hung up is just staring at this pile. They have been the entire time.
Hey, are you okay?
As you ask that and kind of get in the way, they say nothing and just lean to the side, desperately trying to stare at the food or the water that's just beyond you.
I will approach the pile, grab some water, and bring it back.
As you poke at that, you hear something else move about within the pile, and they just voraciously just they look so excited, and they're shaking their chains.
Uncork it, tip it over their mouth so they can sip.
They do more than sip. They basically inhale the water and they start coughing. And as this happens, the other prisoners realize the same thing is happening, and they go to make a noise just out of desperation.
Calm down. I'll come to you guys next. All right. Can you tell me your name now?
As you're looking at this individual, they don't even look like they know where they are. They're still just like, And upon close,
same as the other guy we found.
no, they do look bloodied and like beat up, but they don't have that same cut on them. Nor is their skin torn in a way where something's bursting outward. They just look like they've been.
No, I mean the guy in the cocoon.
Oh no! So he was somewhat melted. These ones look drugged in the same way though, where he was like lost.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah. So their skin isn't burned like his was, but they seem drugged in a similar fashion. You can always hear them trying to form words, but it's like their tongue is too fat and they're just like stumbling over them.
Is there any way I can do a check to, like, I don't know, help with detox, actually? There is a...
Do you have any medicine or anything on you?
Probably not. Like, we do a medicine kit, but I'm not sure that has actual antitoxins.
I do know there's an antitoxin item. So if you have something like
Yes.
that, you could probably help them.
Oh, I know that technically I can make one, but I'm not trained in it, I think. Wait, am I? Do you just need medicine for that?
It takes like days to make potions, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say, if you want to try real quick...
I do have the poison for the spiders.
Yes.
You can make antitoxin from stuff like that, I guess, but...
I can just say, roll medicine. It'll just be a higher DC than usual.
Sure. Hey, Kane, do you want to help me make an antitoxin?
Sure.
I'll use one of my venoms, I guess, to see if I can make an antitoxin real quick.
Yeah, it'll essentially be using a small amount and praying, while maybe mixing it with some standard medicine you guys have on you guys, yeah.
For each.
Just some real basic stuff. All right, a 13 plus the 1 is a 4, and unfortunately that is not enough. They look as if, after you like mix this for them, it's going to take about 5 or so minutes. So while they're kind of mixing that and trying to make this potion, Vega, are you doing anything while they're creating that?
I would like to untie this person.
Okay.
I have some water on me, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, so in that pile that Vega was digging around in, there's more water.
Yeah, I would definitely like give them some water and food while we're here making this potion anyway.
Okay. Do you give them your water or do you grab around in the close pile?
I have mine on me right now, so I use that.
Okay. And Vega, this person's chained up. So you're not really sure how to get them free. You know breaking the chain would be quite loud.
Oh, shit. Does anyone know how to pick locks?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I would technically know how to. I don't know what my actual number is. Would it be?
I'm not trained in it, but I have a high dex
Thievery?
modifier.
Yeah, it'd be thievery, yeah.
I have +5. I can try.
Sure, go for it.
Nice.
Alrighty, 10. Unfortunately, not high enough. Doesn't make any crazy sounds or anything, but you realize that whatever you're attempting to pick this with, it just isn't going to be enough. And by that time, you probably have this quick potion finished. And while it did indeed fail, I'll let you guys ask them one question before they become hazy again. And while you're thinking about that, Vega, what are you doing as you're kind of looking about?
Well, I guess I will see if they look very starved and dehydrated, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'll just go do a round and giving them some water.
Okay. Do you pull from the source that was already here in their little pile?
Yeah.
As you begin to dig through that, I mentioned before that you kind of bumped into something in there. There's like a dagger and things of that nature. But you notice on someone's belt, they had two little vials that clearly aren't just water. I'll go ahead and put that in your inventory. Put both of them in there. All right, I didn't hide this item. It's fine. This is the two. They are yellow. Yellow liquid. It's the potion of expeditious retreat.
Nice.
Yes, the stopper for a potion of that is crafted to easily snap open in dire circumstances. It takes one action to interact with it. When you drink this potion, you become fleeing for 1 minute and gain plus 40-foot status bonus to all your speeds for the duration. As long as you are fleeing, you immediately stride. So basically, it's a GTFO potion. You cannot delay or readying while fleeing. So basically, you have to just run. You're forced to run away as quickly as humanly possible. So that's literally what this is.
Works for me.
What, 2 files ship?
They're 2 vials, yeah. I've put both on. Vega, you should be able to trade one if you wish to one of your allies if you want.
Very useful in case we ever need to run the fuck away.
Let's see. Okay, who looks like they can run fast without it?
I mean, the 2 of you are elves, right?
Which one looks light enough for me to pick up?
If you pick up anyone, you're walking at like 0 speed. The slowest person is Arbalest, if that's what you're asking.
All right, I will give it to Arbalest.
So have you thought of your one question for this individual?
The only thing I can think of is who did this to you.
All right, is that what you want to go with?
Unless I have any, or anyone else gives me any better ideas, I guess.
I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is, how'd you get here? But that's along the same lines.
I don't really have anything better.
All right, so who did this? Or describe the guy, I guess?
Yeah, that'll work.
With this one question, they mumble a bit and kind of find their tongue for just a moment and just say, "A beast took me in the night. I was drugged and dragged here to this cave." And they look out, and before they can panic again, they once again grow just woozy and they look incredibly tired.
We're gonna have to get these people out of here.
I mean, yeah.
As you guys are,
with the lockpicking, or
an attempt was made.
He failed. Can I try?
You very much can, yes.
you're even training it?
I have a +2. Wait, which one am I trying to set free?
Your choice.
It doesn't really matter, I don't think.
I can give me your torch for a second.
Oh boy!
I break the lock,
yes.
okay?
They're not allowed to leave.
You somehow lock it even further.
Yeah, I jam it real good.
Nice.
All right, whatever item you decide to use for this Vega breaks and a chunk of metal falls, making a loud clattering sound that echoes through the cave.
Oh, that was my favorite hairpin.
Prior to this, you guys did hear some shifting and shuffling throughout the cave. Maybe some voices coming from the north? Very difficult to tell. But regardless, you begin to hear something from the south now moving about.
Well, I want to go take a peek.
From the south?
Yeah. And as you move forward, Arbalest, you can see we got all this water here, and it's running very slowly southward.
There's an underground river here. Wonder where it leads.
Is it just jump right in, or is it shallow?
It's relatively shallow. If you want to walk through, it's going to be rough terrain.
I accept.
It's not going fast enough to actually pull you away or anything.
Do I see?
Moving up ahead, you see a figure that's watching you from below. There is a faint light, and they move back into the darkness right as you see them.
Below, you don't need underwater, right?
South of where you guys are, between two cracks. In the water, it goes up to maybe like mid-calf. In some places, it probably goes up to your knee, but as long as you don't stand in it, you're fine.
So when you said we heard sound from the south, do you mean like from the south of this area, or from like where we came from?
Both. Something clattering from around here that was not water. It was a whisper or something. But now, whatever it is, very clearly heard you. And Vega saw a figure peek around the corner. It looked like a boar, maybe? Really difficult to tell, but it quickly moved back.
Okay. I'm not sure what that was.
Inside.
Looking upward, you can see two falls that gently slope downwards towards you all, and you can hear some chanting coming from the north of where you are. They do not seem to have stopped, so whatever sound Vega made did not disturb them. There is a light flickering, but from where you are now, it's difficult to tell exactly what's going on up there. Looks like some candles or something.
I mean, I can definitely tell what's going up there, but I'll assume I can't.
Yeah. You do see three figures.
I think there's people in the north. We are
Every-
definitely not alone.
Everyone's had water, right? The victims, I mean.
Yes, you guys have had time to feed and give them all water. They are definitely still out of it, but they seem satiated.
I think we should get the people out here before we do anything else.
I disagree. I don't think we're getting out of here without doing something first.
All right, where you want to start? South or north, or east, I guess. Have we looked east?
Eastward, past the water, continues down this cave between a rather large rock that splits the water from more stone where you're able to stand. And as you move this way further, Vega, you still get the feeling as if you are being watched, and it just continues further and further and further south.
Don't go too far.
Do I see these doors?
So those aren't doors. That is a pile of rocks that you can see. A very, very high pile of rocks that isn't a wall. It's literally a pile of rocks.
Okie doke. Can I tell how far down this goes southeast?
There are many walls and rocks in the way, so it's difficult to tell. Question though, are you moving that far away from your party?
This is about as far as I want to go, but yes.
Okay. Roll me perception, Vega, where you are. Alrighty, looking southward, Vega, you kind of eyes to the left, eyes to the right, and you don't really see anything currently. It looks like it definitely continues down south further, but as you're kind of scoping out the area, you all hear a mumbling coming from Kane and Arbalest, south of where you are, Vega, from west of where you are. And as you do, Vega, one of the figures that was watching you stands facing you, ready to cast a spell.
I jump behind the rock.
You would if you rolled higher. Please roll me initiative instead.
At least we get a +1.
Indeed.
Oh, do we all get a +1?
Yes. If it asks, you go ahead and add it. If it doesn't ask, I'll just manually add it.
Kind of didn't want to go first for once.
How? So that's the fun thing. You can delay for free if you wish.
True.
You can always let your allies go first. You don't lose anything. You just get scooted down. Alrighty. As you stand where you are, Vega, there is a decently sized rock that you could probably squat behind. It looks like a boar or something stands from behind the smaller rock, holds his arms in the air and begins to chant some incantation as you see.
Magic missile.
We can click damage 3 times, I guess.
Yep, apparently. All right, cool. We're another 3 times then. Pew, pew, pew! Alrighty. He does indeed cast pew, pew, pew at you. And you are pelted by missiles of magic from the west to Vega as you hear a hooping and a hollering of some variety. It's difficult to tell, but it sounds like curses are weaved in between all that nonsense. Kane, as you see the hallway and the water light up and bursts of light shoot towards Vega, what do you do?
Yeah, I'll probably just go there, and I can hold an action, right?
Yes. So basically, you'd be readying something. You tell me what you're readying.
I will be readying my telekinetic projectile for when I see an enemy come around just anywhere.
Excellent. Alrighty, Arbalist.
It is my turn. Do I see the guy to the south, by the way? Or?
You can. He's like half behind some rocks, so he has lesser cover, but you can definitely see him.
This is awkward because I have a torch on me right now, so I'm going to have to drop the torch, and then I'm going to have to take an action to properly pick up my crossbow. And then I'll just hunt this target to the south. He is now my prey.
Oh no.
So I just shoot it, I guess. It's a miss.
Oh no, you just barely miss as he's able to kind of like duck at the last second, and the bolt bounces off the rock he was sitting on.
I'm going to re-roll this with a hero points because
Sure.
I have 3 of them.
Oh!
And
That's a bit better. All right, click on crit.
like
A 26. Nice. Oh!
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
sniped.
Okay. 30 damage. Your
I think
arrow goes hurling right after he finishes this cast. Sticks
I like
him.
that he would have died even without a crit.
Dear God, that was so unnecessary. He just takes it through the throat, and you can see as he's falling backwards, you dislodged this like boar pelt he was wearing, and he seems to be a kobold, it looks like, as he kind of falls back, just and you can hear some chattering coming from behind him now.
Cock my crossbow, target down.
So do I see that beautiful crit?
Yes, unfortunately. You get blasted, the same thing that blasted you gets destroyed, and then you do see now a boy beyond him, just barely in the pale light. For you, they're standing in the open. Now, for reference, just so you're aware, you can hide behind things, and as an action, take cover. If you completely go flat, you cannot be targeted. You're not ranged, obviously, but were you ranged and you take cover, you get greater cover, which gives you +4 to AC. If you tell me you're just completely hiding, he can't reach you unless he physically walks up to you. Just letting you know.
All right. I'm gonna glare.
Oh God. All right, your glare is successful. They're not shaking in their boots.
And he's definitely a mage, right?
Oh yeah, he looks very similar to his brethren. Now that you can see him shaking, he seems to be wearing a wolf pelt, but he's a bit taller than the other guy that just died.
I'm just gonna move, I guess. And then this is rough terrain.
This area here is rough terrain, so it's going to subtract about 10 or so feet from what you got. So if you can move 35 feet, you can move about 25 feet.
I hold my sword very menacingly.
All right. Well, let's pray he doesn't get super lucky. All right, as you charge on in, well, he sees that his friend completely just ate shit there, which is not great. You then charge for him. That's confusing. Why? You're supposed to be dead. Stop. And go ahead and click that will save for me. A success. Alrighty. Well, you hit him with one. He hits you with one, apparently. So you glared at him and gave him that fear. He instead locks eyes with you, Vega, and you can see him pulling from under the cowl something that you can hear its wet squishiness from where you're standing, and he pulls out these intestines and begins to kind of like whip them above his head, and as blood and just other viscera begins to like splatter against the wall, he's just like, and you feel this is just unholy urge surround you, and whatever you fear, Vega, becomes true for just a moment, standing right where this individual is, and he books it as far as he can. He has short legs.
Well, I succeeded. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, you still take 1 frightened.
Uh-huh.
That's because fear is very strong.
It's because spells actually work in this game. When you succeed, you still get hit by them. You have to critically succeed to avoid spells.
Oh, all right.
There are some exceptions.
I do like that. The support spells are really strong.
Absolutely love that in this game. That's my favorite part about the game. You can waste your turn technically, but very rarely do you. It's awesome. Alrighty, as he legged it around the corner, he's half in the dark, Vega. He's difficult to see. And you hear some shouting from the distance, Kane?
Well,
Which distance? The north or the east?
South. he heard whatever spell was just cast by this thing, and it ran away.
hello.
All right, turning the corner, you can see that Vega is indeed injured, and whatever she was chasing ran further away.
I don't even see Vega.
You can feel Vega's anger.
Oh, I feel like I can always feel that.
Yeah.
I am vibrating, yes.
Positively vibrating.
That can't be healthy.
It's actually very stupid looking.
Hello?
You can now
good?
hear her vibrating very loudly.
Oh.
From over here, I can see that she's almost hot dead once more.
I can barely see the thing right there.
Yeah, he's barely around the corner.
I'm assuming he's not looking this way.
Running.
All right, well, that's all my. That's everything just to move.
Okay. Around the corner to your right, Kane. Quick question. When I point out directions, do you guys want me to say your characters, like where they're facing, or like map, northwest, northeast, which you guys
I would prefer map.
Yeah.
Either is
Because
fine with
facing
me.
means nothing to me.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you can't really see what Kane is.
Either way.
Yeah. So, northeast of where you are, Kane, you see something in the dark kind of moving around, very clearly chained, similar to all the other individuals. Very hard to make out what it is, though. All right, so what do you do, good sir? Dr. Arrowman?
Was there any sound coming from north? Like, have they heard us?
Strangely, no. You hear nothing different happening over there. They seem very focused.
In that case, I'm going to hold off on reloading for now and move.
Unfortunately, that water is half speed. Not great.
Yeah, that's
A good even number of 75. Yeah.
out here. I can make it, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll start slowly trudging this way.
Alrighty, Vega. This little shitbag's running from me. What do you do?
1, 2, to block him off.
To block him off?
Yeah, did I move too far?
Yeah, way too far. Are you trying to hit him?
I did not. Yeah, I did not mean to move too far.
Yeah, then you want to move either there or the other way. There you go. Okay.
Kane narrated for me. I can't see.
You'll be fine. You don't need to know what's happening.
Okay. At the end of your turn, frightening goes down by 1.
What, am I still frightened?
For now, at the end of your turn, it goes away.
Well, what does frightened mean?
Lowers all your everything by 1, basically.
Everything by 1, yeah.
Yeah, all your DCs are lowered equal to your frightened value, which is currently
I mean, that still hits, though.
Uno. Oh, yeah.
I just angrily slice down.
Excellent. So, stride, strike.
Yes.
All right, you walk toward this fool, and as you do, he kind of holds his arm up. And he has like this little shield that completely explodes under the weight of your weapon, and he kind of like dives off to the side, just narrowly avoiding death from you. Good miss. And he looks absolutely horrified. He clearly does not want to be here. He's trying to run just past you. Actually, you can tell by his positioning. Do you pass the throat?
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. All right, he's seeing this shit. Not digging. As you're doing what you're doing, he's going to chant to himself again and pull some strange organ out from under his cowl. He'll smash it, and as some of the blood begins to pool on the floor, you see the rest of it begin to run up his arm as he's chanting and chanting and chanting, and all this light and fog begins to surround where he is. And suddenly, flash, you see him standing there kind of smirking.
All right, well, Vega's dumb about magic.
And that's all he does.
Oh, I have to move up a bit. Hey, Vega, how's it going? You having a good time here?
No.
Oh, why not?
He keeps bleeding. It's gross.
I mean,
That's what
That's
people
fine.
do. People bleed.
I can help him. I can help him bleed more.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
throw a rock at the back of his
Please do.
head. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, Lord, I love how it's actually a rock being thrown. It's so great.
It's just double, right?
Double it is.
Okay, bye.
All right, your rock goes hurtling through the back of this thing's head, and as it does, it just poofs. And rather than a bloody mess in front of you, Vega, he's just gone.
That's cheating.
I wanted a body.
Can I kick the air where he was?
You very much can. As a free action, you kick the air. There's nothing there.
Wait, do you still have an action left, King?
Me?
Once and then use an
yeah,
attack spell.
I moved and then used an attack, yeah.
I will very slowly continue moving on. See, about here, I should be outside.
Are we still in combat?
All right, and as you move around, you just sort of see your allies chilling. They're just standing here, like, what's going on
What
exactly?
happened?
This is it too tall to climb?
No, it's actually quite easy to climb that. It's a impromptu staircase, from what you can tell.
How's this dude?
As you move up, I'll pull you back one, as you most likely wouldn't run directly into them. You see an individual here that is very clearly chained to the wall. This is as far as he can go. It looks like he's been watching you all, except...
I can't tell on a change. Is it a werewolf?
No, so I'm going to describe them all differently. So I don't have unique art for each of these things, but what you're going to see from each one is going to be what it is. So this one here seems to be a bat, it looks like. A very humanoid bat. If you want to think werebat, that would probably make the most sense. He, like the others, is very bloodied, and both of his wings are kind of wrapped in front of him, but he's watching you with intelligent human eyes. He doesn't look like a beast or a monster. He doesn't look like he wants to rip your throat out. He just looks angry. He looks pissed.
How did you get here?
He's looking past you, and then his eyes jump up towards you. And he narrows them and says, "Question to you. How did you get in? And how do you expect to leave?"
Well, we walked past the spider and some spider webs, and I expect we'll leave the same way. Unless we can find an alternative method, but that remains to be seen.
What about that little one you were just fighting?
If I see him again, he's dead. Did you hear that? You're dead!
You actually hear a whimpering coming from somewhere.
Don't be too loud. There's a few more of them up north.
I immediately turn my attention towards the whimpering.
Okay. If you want to look for them, you can use the seek action, which is, you guessed it, perception. Remember, perception's under for whatever. Hey, you found it instantly.
I want to perceive.
All right. Well, that first one, unfortunately, is not good enough.
Crap!
You see the blood from where he came from, and once again, there's no body. Very odd. You have one more action. You can do it again if you want.
Yeah, I can perceive twice?
Yeah, it's an action. It's just seek.
You're just squinting your eyes.
Yeah.
Flexing your
Look
eye
again.
muscle.
It's just so weird. All right, I will perceive again.
Flex his eye muscles. Alrighty.
Privately, though. Now we
Yeah.
can see.
I was holding control when I clicked perceive. I didn't mean to do that.
Honestly, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. You see, Vega, from where the blood is, footprints that are leading you westward, towards around here or so. About 15 feet from where you last saw him.
Hey, Kane, could you, attack something on your 930?
Sure. I'll just throw a rock that direction.
Prior to that, you guys hear a shuffling and a shuffling. And then
Why, though?
now you're up, Kane. It's coming from the west. Whatever Vega pointed out must have moved.
Can I look for it and still attack after?
Yeah. Seek is just one action.
One action.
Okay. I will look for him then.
All right, with the 23, you can tell. Let me double check something real quick. God, I love how I told you guys not to. Let's not mess with invisibility too much, and then I freaking use invisibility. My bad.
Can't blame anyone but yourself for that.
I know, right? I'm a doofus. Making things harder. All right, observed means you're seen. Undetected. That's what it is. Okay.
I
So,
like that there's like 3 stages.
yeah, it's really cool, but it's a little complicated when I new to the rules. All right, so, Kane, as you're looking about, you can tell that there's an individual that moved from that bloody patch west all the way to about where the token currently is revealed to you. You do not physically see him, but you know there's probably something there as the footsteps stop there. If you wish to target him, you need to roll a flat check right there. And if you
I'm
succeed...
out of range anyways.
Oh, shit. Rip.
I mean, I can use the rest of my movement to go over there. Can I? Wait.
I think you can also take an action
I
to
can land right there.
point out.
Yeah, you can use one action to move and then one action to point out, so Arbalest will know exactly where he is, and Arbalest won't have to roll to do that.
Sure,
Wait, I
I will
thought I had
do
to roll
that.
for once.
If he points out, he shouldn't have to. Kane, you're able to move forward. You shout back to Arbalest the approximate location of this boy, and...
Well, I'm going to have to take 2 actions to load.
Oh, Jesus, forgot about that.
Oh, okay. You got this, right?
I can't hunt him, so my damage is mostly gone. And I'll attempt to shoot in the general direction he pointed out, I guess.
All right, roll that flat check
Sorry.
first.
Flat check. What kind of check is it?
The one in chat right there, where it says undetected. Just click that bad boy. You need to 50-50.
Nope, never mind.
Unfortunate. All right. Oh, shit. Let's see. The flat check and the attack are rolled in secret by the GM. Oops. Okay, so that's all good. Doesn't matter. Because I didn't say that out loud, we'll just say that while you're aiming, you're not confident enough, Arbalist, so you don't need to reload. You normally would have to. But you don't know exactly where he is, and you know, because this shit takes forever to reload, it's best to not fire, because you can't pinpoint him.
Yeah, sure. I'll use my action to not shoot.
Ah, yes.
All right, Bega. Mambo number 5.
Actually, I can't even hunt target him anyway, because he's invisible.
I believe so, yeah. You need to be able to perceive him, I think.
Can I glare the approximate location he's in?
You need to be able to see him, I believe. I could be wrong. Link it? Or are you just trying to fear him and that's it?
Yes.
You can if you want move.
I must be able to see or hear.
I'm just gonna move.
Okay. So I was gonna say you can move and then use one action to draw your spear and throw it.
All right, where is he? Whereabouts where I am right now?
Approximately in this general area.
So you can actually target it.
Yeah, he was pointed out to you. So.
Okay, I want to do a running leap grapple.
Well, you have exactly enough movement to get there. Right, you have one more action. Remember, to target him, you have to do that flat check first, so go ahead and do that for me. Hey, critical success! All right, you're grabbing the shit out of this boy.
He can smell him.
I can smell the fear.
Alrighty, I love the idea of running and just grabbing this child. Go ahead and give yourself a hero point for that. That's awesome. And he is grabbed like no one's business. You don't see him, but he's very much grabbed.
I told you I'd find you!
He's grabbed and then some.
Meanwhile, I'm hugging the air.
Yes, but you have him.
Does he squeal like a pig?
Yes, very much so. And you can kind of find his mouth to clamp it shut.
No, I'm letting him squeal.
You want him to squeal?
Yes.
How loud is he squealing?
Because I'm cackling while he's squealing.
Okay. So he's squealing quite loudly. All right, he's going to attempt to wriggle his way out of you.
Out of me, huh?
Yep, I hope you don't mind.
I do, actually. Damn it.
Your athletics is a 7, so that's a 17 I need to be. I got a 19. So with one action, he's able to wriggle his way free, but you still know where he is. You're going to hear him fiddling with something, and he's starting to attempt to unlock whatever's in front of him. And as he does, suddenly, at the end of his turn, you're up next, Kane. You see him mid-unlock as the invisibility just fades from him, and he slowly turns and goes, shit! And he's trying to unlock this, and he's like, come on, kill them! So he's trying to unlock whatever this thing is. You can't really tell what it is, Vega. It's maybe like a crow. They're slumped up on the ground, and the chain's kind of pulling at their neck, and they're very limply just laying there.
Does he look as smart as the other one?
Nope, this one looks tired.
Tired and smart, or just tired and crow dumb?
You can't see its face. It's looking down, and as he's pulling at the chain, it's like, so it's like angrily growling at him. All right, Kane, you can finally see this little shit. What do you do?
I'm still too far away by 5 feet. So I will move 5 feet, and then I will blast him with a rock.
Excellent.
As you do, you know? Eat rock. Okay.
Hit him.
Have another crit.
He gets splattered across the...
Oh, that's minimum damage, though.
He doubled that.
It's double, but yeah.
It's still enough. Yeah, you only get 9 health.
Double! All right, this time, yes, the rock does indeed crack him in the back of the head, and you can audibly hear this as it soars past you, Vega, and knocks him on his ass as he rolls just past this thing, dropping whatever keys he had. They clatter to the floor.
Ooh, keys.
They are.
And I'm really good at throwing rocks right now.
You're very good at throwing rocks. They landed right next to this thing, this like werecrow, and it looks up to you and begins to like look around.
Did he unlock it? No,
he was unable to unlock it. It's still stuck to the wall, but it slowly starts kind of moving towards you, Vega. And you look pretty tasty, I'm not gonna lie. You notice that the individual who was knocked over was a halfling.
Wait, the dead one is a halfling?
One was a kobold, one was a halfling, yeah.
Oh. Sure, people can't trust them.
So true. Under 5'1", not trustable.
Mm-hmm. That's all that evil rises up higher.
Yep. Not gonna say anything?
I'm thinking.
She's plotting.
Exactly, as the short ones do. Ugh. We're never safe.
Never safe.
See, it's scarier if she says nothing. I'm trembling.
Why are you chained up?
As you ask the question, it locks eyes with you, and you see no intelligence behind these eyes. You see a ferocity, and it snaps out at you and begins to dig its talons into the dirt and start to try to crawl towards you, but it's stopped by the chain.
That is a threat to the other people. So, can I stab it?
Hold on, it might still be safe. Well, doubt it, but you know.
You can.
No, there's no intelligence left.
You can, but it might be dangerous. But you may try.
It might be cursed, you know. I mean, this guy is still sane. Points to the one to the north. Wait, you are sane, right?
The one that you're looking towards, the bat, he nods, yes.
Okay. What about your friends, the crow?
The other ones are probably too far gone. I don't know them all.
I'm content with mercy killing right now.
You from the village?
I don't remember. I don't remember anything.
I stab it.
All right, I'm going to say you roll attack, it rolls attack.
Execute it.
Yeah, so you roll attack, it's going to roll attack too. Whoever rolls higher will hit. We'll just do that rather than rolling initiative and then...
Isn't this just chained up? How many disadvantages does it get from all those?
Swing!
That's not fair. He rolled one higher.
All right, does that hit you though? No, 13 does not hit your armor class, so you're safe. 12 does hit his though, so go ahead and roll damage. Alrighty, and with that Vega, it leaps towards you as you take a step forward. You're able to easily dodge its claws. They rake into the floor once again, and with a swift swipe of your weapon, you take it down. Shudders and falls to the ground, dead. Looking around now, where you guys are, you start to get a somewhat acrid smell, and you notice that whatever these two mages or whatever they are had on them essentially spilled out from their cowls. It just looks like various organs and intestines and awful things of that nature. But you also notice that whatever they were using to cast these spells is also plastered to the walls. There are various paintings, there are drawings and such, hurriedly scratched with blades and blood into all the surfaces of all these walls here.
So in this world, can you mess up writing like that and affect the entire spell, or does it make the spell backfire?
If you don't know, you don't know, and that could be dangerous. But for the most part, yeah, breaking it is probably to your benefit.
All right, I would like to...
Kane would know.
Yeah, Kane would know more.
Kane,
check.
Kane, may I slash the wall? Do you see those writings on the walls? May I slash them?
Why do you want to slash them?
To ruin it.
I mean, what check would this be?
Arcana. Or occult. Either, really.
Occult.
All right, 24. With that, Arbalest, you grab the keys, head over to Batman, and looking about, you notice two things. One, a lot of the incantations and such are inaccurate. Wrong, scribbled. Some, though, probably hold power in some way, whether it be bringing back the dead or appeasing some long-lost god. Half of this is madness, though. So, yes, if Vega would like to, she can start scratching away.
Go ahead.
I will start slashing at the wall with the one-handed sword.
All right.
I'll point out the ones that will actually be doing something, and so you're not just slashing at random ones.
Much appreciated.
And while Vega's here having her fun, you guys hear the chains from the south of where you guys currently are rattle. You can't see what's rattling, but you hear rattling in the distance. And Arbalest, as you move over to Bat Person, are you freeing them or are you conversing with them?
I am freeing them, but on the condition that he, doesn't betray us and tells us about what happened here.
Okay.
And sticks close to us so we can free the rest of the people as well.
They nod and say, I'm sure you can tell, but I'm quite injured. They keep us weak so we can't escape. But if I can have my revenge, I'll gladly join you all.
Sounds like a plan. We aren't done here yet.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Good. Alrighty, and with that, you're able to free him, and looking at the areas where he was restrained, there are just cuts all over his body, and specifically on his wrist. They had him skinny, they had him weak. You guys can tell that he's definitely not looking very good, but he will follow you around as he's, trying to regain his footing. He trips a little, as he probably hasn't walked on his own for quite some time. He was kind of slouched down, but he'll just follow your grip for the time. He's remaining quiet.
Oh, yes. The best name, Bat Person.
Currently Bat Person. Hello, greetings, Kane. How you doing?
His name is Wayne Bruce.
How are you going? Bat Person, Wayne Bruce.
Wayne Bruce.
Bane Roos.
How tall is this?
I was gonna check if this is like the way back to the cave, basically, with the same kind of entrance.
I'll answer Arbalest first. Yes, moving all the way to the east of where you guys are here, you see, again, that red, sticky web substance that's kind of blasting and pouring out of a small crevasse, very similar to the one that you guys entered in. And Tall, what are you asking about, Vega? This area here is just a hop, skip, and a jump down. So not too difficult. Impromptu stairs, if you will.
Okay, but I don't see anything that's worth jumping down.
You can hear chains rattling.
I will jump down. Wait, who has the keys?
Me.
Can you toss me the keys?
King, can you bring her the keys?
Oh,
Just,
she'll
toss
be
them.
fine. Oh,
King also
hello?
fly apparently. I'll toss
There you go,
King
have
the
some
keys.
I take the keys.
And the bad person was injured, you said?
Yeah, he looks very injured.
Can we heal him?
I'm gonna take 10 minutes to medical check, I guess.
Yeah, you definitely can if you
I
want.
will help.
Hope we don't explode him.
Here, I'll help.
All right, Arbalest, go ahead and roll first.
That sucks.
I don't know if mine's gonna help that much.
That was a
Probably not.
that was a nature check. We'll just take
Oh, was it a nature check?
That was a
It's
nature
the
check.
same roll for me, isn't it?
technically, but since we're looking for a medicine check and it already rolled the healing and everything, we'll just take Kane's.
Sure.
Not cheating.
It'll take about 10 or so minutes, but yes, you'll be able to get him patched up, and he's just been here for too long. It's been not great for him, which is, pretty easy to say. Vega,
Makes sense.
as you continue looking around, you see more intestines and just offal that are just strewn about the walls, more drawings of things of that nature. Nothing really stands out to you too much, except for this one individual here that seems to be a rat that is also tied to the wall. Unfortunately, they do not have the same wisdom in their eyes such as that person does. They're more similar to the crow you just put down.
Then I will stab him.
Wow, not even asking if he's okay.
You're going to cast Stab?
That's my favorite spell.
All right, fine.
You have to make sure.
Hi, my name's Vega. What's yours?
Rat screeching sounds! Very angry.
And stab.
Okay.
Ready, go ahead and roll me damage.
These are hard stabs, by the way. I want to make it quick.
Yes, and you do indeed make it quick. As he can't even reach you, you're able to outrange his arms right through the heart. A quick and painless death.
I don't think through the heart is quick and painless.
He doesn't scream out in pain. They're already on the verge of death. You just you helped them.
I mean, it might not be painless, but it should be pretty quick.
Indeed.
Yeah, I guess.
And you see
In the beat of a heart.
another one of these individuals that is tied up. This one here is seems very similar to some other type of rodent. Not necessarily a rat, but he's not fully transformed like the others. He looks about 90% of the way there. You do still see some fleshy bits under all the fur.
Hi, my name's Vega. What's yours?
It's
Where
all
gerbil? Where gerbil?
Angry noises.
Okay. I guess if they don't say words, they get stabbed.
All right, he's going to hit first.
Oh, I got too lazy.
You got too lazy. You got complacent.
Yes, I got
Okay, you're
complacent.
And I rolled a 4 for crit damage. Oh boy, Vega, you're
Oh,
looking.
you're lucky.
Maybe we should take 10 minutes to heal you as well.
Joking aside, that actually almost killed you.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
Did I at least kill him?
You hit him. Roll damage. Too familiar with death, you are, Vega.
I mean,
Quite unfortunate.
I'm very mixed on whether I want to meet my goddess or meet my goddess.
Well, yes,
Both.
yes, a little bit of both. Slightly too eager as you kind of lazily move towards this individual, and they're able to dodge the first blow of your blade, and their claws rake up the side of your arm, drawing blood before you're easily able to quick flip, spin, and you're trying to focus on the heart, get a quick kill, and partially because of maybe laziness, but also partially because Vega's trying to actually help these folk in her way, you do take a blow, but you're able to stick him and also finish him off. Behind you, that person doesn't really seem to care that they're dead. He
All right, Vega, it's time to sit down.
shares nothing with them.
All right,
Take a sit.
I will sit.
And you can do the medicine check this time because my rolls have been garbage.
Oh no, now that you said that, now mine are going to be garbage. Or not. It's close enough to a full heal. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's almost a full heal. So in these 10 minutes while you guys are tending to Vega near this dead were-gerbil, that person's kind of watching you all. And you can tell they're trying to, recall who they are. And looking at you all, they just bring up again, "So who are you all? Why are you here?"
Well, we're here to rescue you and the others.
There's a good chance that you were from the village that we are sent from?
I cannot recall, but it seems likely.
You know, since since Arbalast spent like half a year-ish, or a couple of months rather, basically trying to recall with the temple people where he was found, basically, would he be able to like help with some techniques
Regarding
if he
memory?
Memory.
You can definitely help to try
Recollection.
Yeah, you can definitely help to try to jog his memory.
Think of your like instincts or something.
Yeah. You know what? Medicine, because it's like a mental health. So medicine makes sense.
Sure.
Can I also ask him if he'd like a ration? I will share one.
I do a terrible job. At least I didn't roll
yeah.
one lower.
This is true. Whatever you say, he doesn't really seem too receptive to it, but in terms of food, Vega, he will gladly have some food.
I will give him one of my rations.
He tears into it, basically inhaling it.
Oh, good.
After licking his fingers. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're going to need some energy.
Yeah, maybe you rolled low because you didn't really remember anything.
Maybe.
Your techniques don't work.
He's role-playing so well.
Techniques didn't work for me either, so...
This is a very good point. All right, moving down this way. Once again, more water, not rushing, flowing to the south.
Man, we should really check out where this water goes, honestly, but...
Yeah, can we see where it goes?
Moves southward, to the east, around a bend, it looks like. A little tight in here compared to everywhere else.
Swimming time.
Definitely slow moving. You're all moving in?
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Bad person will indeed follow. And as you guys pass out through the water, further south, Arbalist will let you no-clip and possibly fall into hell. Don't do that. Who knows what you're talking about? Oh, no! It seems to...
Again.
Yeah,
anyway, here's my new character.
Yeah, all right. The water seems to flow downward. Another fall, but this time an actual literal fall that you can indeed follow, but you don't see any lights or anything down there. So we can assume that whoever these folk are here don't have anything of value down there. Looking in this area, though, two things you noticed. First and foremost, you see webs again. There is a single torch that is burning, smaller than all the others that you've run into. You see webs to the east, to the north, and there are a few in various chests and piles of clothing over to the east of this room. The rest of this room seems to be storage. You see various tables and things of that nature, all covered in animal viscera. Just organized, weirdly enough. But there are tables upon tables of just guts.
Ugh.
All right, well, this is an important room.
You see more scrawlings, and there's one thing you see here that wasn't in some of the other rooms. Just past all these chests and tables and such, you see that have a lot of what seem to be, once again, more clothes piles. So you run into these before. There's a very large triangle on the wall that is scraped in blood. It is larger than all the other inscriptions that we've messed with before, and it seems more intentionally drawn than the others. It is, upon closer inspection, almost perfectly drawn, actually. And there are little insignias and things drawn all on the outside of it, but nothing on the inside. In fact, it looks like they smoothed the stone wall of the inside of this triangle to the point where it's almost flat, like a table.
We should probably break that.
I mean, does it have any meaning to you, Mr. Occult Boy?
I can check, I guess, see if I know anything about it.
That's where Vega is. It's just past her to the easternmost wall, if you want to look at it. While Kane is looking at this, and I will be really clear, you guys have not seen this shape before, nor have you seen anything this large in anywhere around this cave. While he's looking at this, Vega and Arbalist, what are you doing?
I'm just looking around, I guess. I preemptively stashed my torch so I can actually have my bow up. But...
Kane, while you're trying to figure out what this is, roll me a will save.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
At least I'm good at those.
You are. 22. Vega, are you assisting him in any way? Are you also looking at the shape? Are you doing anything?
No, I'm going to let him investigate. I want to see what's in the chests.
And as you're kind of fiddling with those, Kane, you can determine two things. First off, with the 16 on occultism, you're able to jot this thing down in the old brain because you've not seen this before in any of your studies. It has not come up. But for some reason, it feels somewhat familiar. And as you're thinking, it looks somewhat familiar. I mentioned before, inside this triangle is a flat rock, completely flat. In fact, It's strangely flat, as if it were cut with an immensely sharp tool with extreme precision. And a 22 on your will save, looking a little closer and closer, you can see that the little runes that are on the outside of this triangle maybe seem to be glowing a little. And upon gazing closer to the inside of this triangle, it actually almost looks like it's not one triangle, it's 3 triangles. No, it's 4. And they're perfectly stacked to form a triangle. That makes sense. And you can see these little lines of just faintly cut into this flat surface. But no, there's 4 triangles in that triangle too. And something in the back of your mind, Kane, tells you to stop looking at this for whatever reason. You don't know what it is, but you get the gut feeling of, no, this is bad for whatever reason.
Right. I will stop looking at it.
Okay.
And then I'll turn to Vega and tell her to smash it.
All right, I will slash
It's not
it.
good.
Do you also tell her to not look at it?
I mean, yeah. Just smash it with your eyes closed.
I don't think Vega's as good at the will saves as you are. So.
I will do that.
Just don't look at it.
You have a strange feeling, Kane, that you're not sure how smashing it's going to go down in general. She probably can, but with how large it is, and because of a mysterious property of this thing, Vega, I'll still have you do a will save, but it'll be lower, the DC, if you want to hit it.
I can also throw something at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
a 24! Holy shit, you're good, girl. Never mind. All
I
right.
smash it.
Yeah, you are able to hold firm, and as you pull back your blade, part of you says, don't do it. Don't do it. But you're able to squash that quickly. And however you do this, you are able to basically scrape it and break the outside triangle line to effectively nullify whatever the hell's going on here. You feel no more pull. Kane, you feel no more pull. Those interior triangles are all gone. The runes that might have been glowing faintly, no longer.
Okay. I don't know what that was, but I will ask someone about it later, I guess.
While this is happening, Arbalist, I won't have you roll because you were indeed watching. You see coming from around the corner a spider. And in the dark, you see a spider that was on the ceiling slowly descending just beyond the darkness. And it's like right, just barely out of sight. The other one is not attempting to hide itself. It's slowly moving towards the 2.
Oh, is it the same ones?
These are very similar to the ones you guys battled before, yes.
No, we got spiders.
They don't see you. They're looking at Kane and Vega right now. What do you do?
See, I want to see how they react, but I assume they're going to attack anyway.
100%. You've seen these bad boys before. They look like they're going to strike Vega and Kane. 100%.
Yeah, I'm more interested in why they seem to be focused on them too.
Definitely wouldn't be the
But
loud,
that's not something I can.
the loud clanging of her weapon on the wall.
They haven't just straight up seen me. Oh, that's
No.
fine with me.
Yeah, currently they don't see you for whatever reason.
Okay, I should.
All right, roll me initiative. All right, as you are not seen, the first spider will not walk towards you. Instead, it's going to move its maximum distance, and let's see. Oh, but I really want to use it. All right, it's going to go here then. Foo. All right, spider rushes in, aims its entire ass at you, Vega, and begins to spray. Missing. Never mind. All right.
I hear it skittering.
Yeah, you run into these bad boys before, and you're able to flip around really quick and dodge right before you see a net just hurl towards you, Vega, and it slap into one of the tables near you. Arbalist, what do you do?
I aggressively point at the spider to the north and tell it it's going to die.
It doesn't see you, but it feels really bad for some reason.
I wonder why, and I shoot it.
It's
Hopefully
about to feel worse.
A 24, that's going to hit.
Damage. That's
All right.
a bad roll for damage, though. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that is a really bad roll.
Not a great roll. 3 and a 2, but all the same, it is struck and it cries out in pain.
And I'm going to use my last turn to start reloading.
Dream Spider, what do you do? I'm going to run to the guy that shot me. All right, and then I'm also going to shoot my ass at him. Okay, let's see how that works. Oh, it worked. Good job, Ass Spider.
That's cheating.
I'm glad you're trying to do new things.
All right, well, what does it do?
First and foremost, you are immobilized as web and such grapples around you and holds you to the floor. Let me check
I
one more
wasn't
thing.
planning on moving, I say to the spider.
Yeah, that's fair enough. He's too dumb to know this. Go ahead and click on that saving throw for me. I think the saving throw on the web is private, so you can't actually see it. Beautiful.
But it was like a direct hit or something.
So as this web begins to like wrap around you and hold you still, you're starting to feel slightly off and become stupefied 1. I don't really believe this affects you too much. It's more of a intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based spells. So you don't do any of those things, so I think you're fine. Vega, as you see one of these spiders succeed in holding your friend down, what do you do?
Attack the one that's not.
A 19 would be a hit. Big smash as you badly injure this boy. He attempts to dodge out of the way, but you are well versed in the art of spider. And you're able to follow his
the art of spider.
Yeah, you're able to follow his flow and take one of his legs.
All right, well, I guess I will,
You can keep swinging.
well, hang on.
Smash.
Yeah, I'll smash.
Smash it up. Unfortunately, you do not smash it up, as he is well versed in the way of getting stabbed by swords and dodges out of the way.
All right, can I just grapple, or does it also suffer deductions?
Grappling is also an attack, but that was your third action. That was your third action to attack.
Oh, right, because I moved.
Yep. All right, game, what you got?
I mean, I'm really good at throwing rocks.
You're fantastic at throwing rocks.
So, I mean, of course I have to help Arbalest by throwing a rock at the spider.
Oh, no, not a crit. I've been expecting crit after crit.
Still 9 damage then.
Still 9 damage. All right, this spider is turned into paste as you just smash it into the dirt. Doesn't even get a chance to squeal.
I don't think I have anything I can do for 1.
You can intimidate. You can aid.
Can I intimidate by pulling out my inside ropes?
That's pretty intimidating, yeah.
Sure, I'll do that.
You should have the demoralized macro if you want to try that bad boy.
Oh god, that's like one I thought I never would use, so I need...
It's the guy screaming.
Ah, yes, of course it is.
Kane screams with his inside ropes.
Nice.
A success! Spiders don't like inside ropes either.
I don't blame them.
There, my spider.
The spider quickly whips back to you, Vega, as its first ass attack it did not work. You know what? He's going to try to do the same thing. And fail. All right. And 11 is not enough to scare Vega. He doesn't know this, so he's going to jump out at you with Fang. Miss. Critical miss. All right, 2 jumps. This spider's not looking so good.
Damn, my focus is on point today.
Looking pretty pathetic, if you don't mind my saying.
I'm stupid.
So I don't know if you roll at the start of your turn or the end of your turn. I think it's the end.
I think it's the end, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be stupid to roll at the start. This is now my new target. I point at the spider, except more stupid-like.
You see any little hairs it has, stand up on edge, Vega.
And I use my second action to finish my reload, and then my third action to shoot at it. That's about my turn.
That's a 23, which is enough to send this boy into the dirt. All right, now go ahead and roll me a fortitude save. Excellent. All right, and with that, the poison seems to have run its course on your body, Arbalest.
Do I also need to roll for the thing, actually?
You would need to roll an escape, but as we're no longer in combat, as both the spiders are dead, you're going to eventually succeed on that. It's a, let's see, it is a, it's an escape roll, which would be either athletics or acrobatics, I believe.
I'm good at those. Hey, look, more poison. And I pick up the spiders.
More poison. All
right, boys are collected. That person nods in agreement.
So is there anything else back here?
Game recognizes game. From what you can tell, no, Arbalest, but as you move further on in, you see more and more web. It looks like they were staying back here. You see skeletons. You see there was like an area probably where they were feeding them. And this was like a basically
yes. This was the silking room or the skulking room.
Basically, there's like a bloodstain where you can clearly tell they were just like sending the meat. Besides that, though, you have all the. Where are you going, Vega?
Up the stairs.
What about all the stuff? The reason you came in the room?
Yes, I go back.
Yeah.
She suddenly remembers and runs back.
I was gonna run after and be like, "Where are you going?"
We also still have those people to save, you know.
Just want to see if it looped around.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, like I mentioned, there are a whole bunch of chests and other things here. It looks like this is a storage room. A lot of the chests are, surprised, full of meat. Just a whole bunch of meat. They don't smell so good, unfortunately. But
is it like distinguishable meat, or is it like probably don't touch that meat? Probably
don't. It's 100% rotten. 100%. It's not edible by you guys. The spiders might have wanted to eat it? Question mark. Not 100% sure. Very, very questionable, I will say. But you do find something, Bega, that is Bega, that's stuffed away with what seems to be adventurer gear. Very similar to, once again, your own. So it seems like they threw the nicer stuff away in here, along with their meat, because where else would you put it?
Sure, makes complete sense.
Yeah. And you do see some torches very similar to your own, but then you see another one that looks slightly different.
I grab it.
A special torch.
I put it in your inventory, and you recognize this if you'd like to read that out.
Torch 2.
Ooh, ever-burning torch. An ever-burning torch is one of the most common applications of permanent magic. This torch sheds light constantly, requiring no oxygen and generating no heat. The flame can be covered or hidden, but can't be smothered or quenched. Wait, so if I need to hide it real quick, I can just shove it in my shirt?
Yes.
Excellent.
Does it also have more range, or is it just a normal torch for the rest?
Wait, does that mean it's burning right now?
Yes, as you pop it out, it was under some shit, but as you kind of pop this sucker out, it is burning away.
Cool. I'm going to unlight my other torch, and you start using this one.
All right. There was a reason it was shoved under all the clothing and whatnot. It probably gave you pause for a second, but then your brain's like, well, it's not burning the clothes, so what is this? And you're able to pop that sucker out. Also, amongst all this, it looks like all of the monetary value that the folk here would have found was also shoved back here, totaling in 12 total gold, actually. So,
4 gold a person.
4 gold each. Go ahead and add 4 gold each.
Ah, yes, it's all coming together. Almost rich enough.
Oh, that's how that works? The more money you have, the more memories you have?
Yes. Turns out I was a capitalist in my previous life.
Sure.
I guess we're going to have to kill you then.
I guess we'll find out.
Turns out you can kill late-stage capitalism.
Instead of health, I have gold.
Just aim for the back of his head. All right, Vega, you procure this, you divvy up the gold to all your allies, and oh, there's one more thing, sorry.
Also a bomb.
All right, you have 2 potions on you.
She has all the potions.
Hey,
She never gave them out.
God. So
She's
greedy.
the only one that has needed them.
This is very true. We find out one of those bad boys. We're very much used to these, so I will toss it to Kane. If you want to give it to Arbalest, you can, but Vega has 2 health potions on her. So y'all have those. And after digging through everything, takes a minute, but you find everything you can.
All right. Do we see where those stairs lead or backtrack?
Moving up, these stairs seem to lead to a new direction. They go east, and then they bend northward. All right.
I see what I see, and I turn back.
All right, so this is going to be interesting to explain.
So, big circle, and we are not going here.
What? I'm curious now.
I go take a
Yeah,
peek.
me too.
You can peek if you'd like it.
Hello?
It's far enough that they're not going to see.
I'm going to peek around the corner. Oh,
All right.
okay, bye.
Yeah, so you can't see the people.
Yeah, we
Vega,
can't.
Vega, Kane, and Arbalest. What you see is you see a large...
Is that a circle?
Uh,
like a spell circle?
You see a massive, this is really obvious and impossible to miss, a massive blood circle with various, impossible to tell from this distance, inscriptions and shit smeared, all types of just gnarliness, all types of viscera. The entire room is like a giant transmutation circle, effectively. You see an individual standing in front of a basically giant stone wall, and you don't see them, but there's a chain linking over the top of the edge, and you can see them kind of wiggling and moving. And this individual is talking very, 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 very softly to these 3 folk that are on this wall. So you can tell these are 3 people chained up, and he's speaking with them.
We're gonna probably have to deal with that later, but
Something to get the rest of these people out of here first. honestly.
yes.
Something else you say. There's one other thing you say. If you guys here, don't move your tokens. I grabbed that backwards.
Also, we might want to start hiding the body so they don't notice.
Okay. So directly in this little gap is where you guys can see. Moving through here wouldn't be too hard, but it's very clearly tight for transportation reasons. As you guys are moving backwards, just to the right of it, slightly to the north, you see another wall, but this wall looks similar to the web wall, except it's entirely red and very clearly made of flesh, and it covers the entire opening of this area.
Well, we gotta backtrack. I will lead the way. Combat person.
Make sure to cover any tracks.
Splish splash, splish splash.
You taking a bath?
Yeah.
Finally.
Hello, bat person. You came through the wall.
He can fly over. He has wall hacks.
What?
So, bat person, would you like a name?
Yeah, his name is Wayne Bruce.
I love it.
Cursed.
So I assume we don't see stuff here, right?
So where you guys are standing here, you see, unlike the rest of the walls that are very clearly just flat rock walls, you see many, many stones that are piled up here all the way to the ceiling.
Can we
Like it
hear
was-
anything on the other side?
Was it like obviously man-made piles of?
Yes, this looks somewhat man-made.
Otherwise, I would have ignored this one.
I would say your character would definitely notice this because all the walls are walls. This is clearly not a wall. There is a gap in here where you could continue, but there were stones that were placed here to very clearly lock this place off. They look a little perilous, though. They weren't placed perfectly.
I'll do a quick search, see if I can, I don't know, see a gap.
You can just barely see a gap, but getting too close to it would be dangerous.
Later, because I assume I realize that behind this is the big room.
Yes. Yeah, you can definitely put two and two together.
Also watch there's more of those kobold thingies, cultists, whatever the hell up there. So bad person go crazy.
Yeah, Batman's just gonna follow you all around. He looks like he's still trying to regain his bearings, but he's definitely doing better.
Is this a waterfall?
Yes, there are two falls here that are going to be difficult to climb if you wish to climb them, but they are very much climbable. To reiterate, the water is not rushing here, it's just flowing. This is just a really shitty choke point, two of them. Beyond here, though, as you guys move to this point here, you can hear a chanting that's now gotten louder, and you see three individuals that are wrapped in furs that are now standing, and they're holding their arms in the air, and they're just chanting louder and louder. Very clearly focused on whatever they're doing currently.
Yeah, we need to stop that.
Yeah, so go ahead. Do we want to sneak up?
Inside ropes.
Yeah.
Right. We'll try to sneakily get up, I guess.
If you all want to roll me stealth, and I'll give you a +1 for inside ropes.
Sneakily ripping out my inside ropes.
Do we get any bonuses for the fact that there's a waterfall?
Bonuses?
Because of the sound muffling?
You mean negatives? It's hard to get up this thing.
Yeah, but they can't hear us.
Not currently, but with an 11,
Yeah, that's fine.
maybe they can. Let's say.
At least bad person can just fly, sure.
All right, that leaves you a 12. Yeah, bad person just cheats basically. Piece of shit. He's a meta garbage.
He's no clipping.
Exactly. Son of a bitch.
Meta.
Can't believe this guy. Metagaming. So he kind of flaps up and around. He still looks a bit damaged, but you can tell he will join you all if asked, but he's still trying to get his bearings. But right now, he's getting in position as if to help.
Oh, I thought he wanted to get his revenge.
He's still kind of recuperating. But since you guys have helped him, he'll help now. He didn't really care about the spiders. He was basically, you could tell, he was watching you guys to see how competent you are, and y'all did a pretty good job. So with these three, he recognizes them, and you can see violence in his eyes as he kind of jumps around the corner. And as you move all up, I would say, Kane, you're going to end up the furthest. So you can go ahead and move up about 10 or so feet. 15 feet. Not accounting for extra bullshit. Vegas, stay where you are. And Arbalest, you can move 10 feet further.
Can I get behind a rock?
Yeah, you can move up. Kane, if you want to go behind the rock that person's behind, you can go there. And then Arbalest, you can take the rock that Kane's on, if you want. And then Vega, you're going you stay where you are, Vega. Alrighty, and with that, unfortunately, it does seem as if they do hear you all. And mid-chant, maybe fortunately, two of them stop to turn. The one near the back, I'll give him prone, just to say that he's focused on doing a thing.
That makes it harder for me to hit him. That's cheating.
And besides all that garbage, go ahead and roll me initiative, friends. Throw me them bones. Let's kill these guys. Vega, please.
I actually rolled high for once. What?
You rolled quite well indeed.
You did it.
I mean, you still have to run there, So.
But I still rolled high.
Yes, you're kind of in shit, but you're at the end of the shit, basically. So you're mostly fine. That
person can help you with flat-footed now.
He's gonna wait to see what you do, Vega. So he's gonna let you go first, Vega. He's gonna go after you.
Okie dokes. Well, then I will approach.
Oh, so you're approaching me?
I have to and approach.
Well,
and swing.
A swing and a miss.
Unfortunately, that is indeed a miss, as this one is not ready for you. You swing, and he ducks. As that happens, so you... would you have wanted to position yourself differently, Vega? Or did you want to be there? You had
in what way?
In a way where you could flank with person. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you had more movement if you wanted to. All right, so if you would have gone there, that person will go after you. He'll scoot. Then he'll scoot. And as he soars in...
I distracted him real good.
Okay. It didn't take into account flanking, but that actually would have been a crit, so we'll go ahead and take that. So, he only got a crit because of you, Vega, by the way.
Flanking OP.
Very OP. So he will fly in, and with a very quick dash, his claws are bared, and he just jumps on this fool and shoves both of his man-made bladed weapons into this guy's throat and just tears into him, bites, and just starts like ripping him apart. Kane, go. And he's like not screaming while he's doing it, but he looks like he's enjoying it.
Oh, good.
So what race does he taste like?
We've
had a kobold, we've had a halfling. What are this one?
The two in the back here, Kane, now that you can see them, they're a bit taller. One's either a human or an elf, you can't really tell, and the other one that is behind is more cowled than the others, but one is a boar, and then the other one is a wolf.
They have to be less evil then, surely.
Less evil. I don't know about that.
I a better ratio.
I have lightning.
In this game.
Ooh, electric.
I'm so glad that lightning arc is like a first level spell in this game rather than a 5th level one.
Yeah, electric arc is just a cantrip. You just fire away.
Cantrip,
yeah, so good.
Alrighty. One success, one fail.
Go and roll me damage, good sir.
Wow, that's a cool sound effect.
Okay.
Minimum damage.
Oh, there's minimum
damage.
Yeah, damage is damage. The lightning arcs past them, and as it finishes sizzling, they are very clearly paying attention to you all now, and Bat Person looks up as if he's ready to strike. Arliss, what do you do?
Which one of the two was less hit?
The one northeast to the right, yeah. He looks as if he kind of dodged. You can put your finger over and kind of tell with the words there. The more red their name is, the closer they are to death.
I just noticed that.
Yeah.
And I designate him as my target, and I shoot him.
He looks as if he maybe tried to like divert the lightning away. Maybe to his friend, who knows?
I shoot him.
That's a hit, my friend. Everybody minimum damage.
Oh, good.
A 2 and a 2.
Minimum damage?
It's real close.
It's close.
Regardless, he is indeed hurt as you hear a as it sticks in his chest and he's like trying to kind of pull it out.
You know what? I'm not going to reload. I'm sure these guys are going to die anyway. I'm going to see what the hell they were doing.
Okay. How so? You trying to like look at the bullshit they were doing in front of where they are?
I guess like what they were, the thing in the middle.
So you'll need to get closer to see exactly what they were doing, but I can tell without a roll or an action that they were clearly trying to conjure something, or they're in the middle of a ritual, and you guys interrupted them. There is a bowl between them all that has blood in it. It's a rather large bowl, like a salad bowl of blood.
Salad bowl.
All right, this doofus is going to stop with his casting and basically stand. Huzzah. And boy, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, isn't there? They are overstimulated. All right, let's see. He's going to shoot you, Vega, 2 times with some voltage, and then one's going to go to Kane. First 2 are for you.
Cheating.
Last one's for Kane.
Rude.
Wait, did it roll 5-3-3 again?
Apparently.
Nice.
All right, he calls out, and you can feel the room thrum a bit as you are struck by 2 bolts, Vega, and then one hurtles over this blood pit, striking you, Kane. And the other, not digging Bat Person, that's for sure. He is going to... No, all right.
Thunderbolt and lightning.
Vega, roll me a reflex save, please and thank you. All right, you're both going to succeed. Congratulations. Fancy. You both take half. Buzz. All right.
I really need more HP.
The caster here, Kane, he really likes the cut of your jib as he fires off the same spell at Bat Person and Vega. And then he's going to move back because that's what you do, right?
Come back.
Alrighty, Bat Person agrees.
More HP.
That person agrees. Come back.
You're a friend.
He leaps over the corpse and then dives for this guy.
Is that as far as he can move?
Oh, critically misses. Yeah, that was the max his business can reach. Alrighty, his first strike misses, but with his wings, he's able to bear down, slap the thing against the wall, and then just start ripping into him. Vega.
And I'm gonna move.
Show me what you can do.
Move.
What kind of damage do they take if they're prone?
He's not prone. He stood up.
Yeah, if they're prone.
If they're prone, they're flat-footed, so it lowers their AC by 2.
Can I trip him?
Yeah, definitely.
That is map.
Yep, it is. But that's fine, because technically,
that's fine.
He's going to fall prone. And your next, so that was an attack, as you can see, attack. So your next attack is a -5, but prone +2. So, yeah.
So I do a second attack then?
Yes, your second attack. And it hits! Roll me damage!
Nice.
Oh boy.
That's max, isn't it? Yeah.
I just stab down.
Yeah, you just down smash, walk up and down smash?
Yeah.
All right, you walk up and down smash. and this boy is just absolutely annihilated as he's attempting to cast a spell at your downward blade, but is unable to finish the incantation as the intestine he has in his right hand is like flopping wildly, and you just slice it and him in half.
Exactly.
And with that, the three of them seem to be dealt with.
All right. What is this pot of gunk beside me?
That person turns about and kicks his corpse.
I like that. I
can
kick it
eat him
too.
if you want.
I will once again take out my torch and go exploring.
You said you can what?
I was telling Bat Person that he can eat them if he wants.
I think I might. They taste odd, though. Regardless, it's satisfying.
Wait,
Up
what
to
do they
you.
taste like?
I'm not going to eat it.
Have you eaten, he rolls them around, an elf before?
That would be cannibalism, so no.
Oh, probably a half-elf then. Well, I won't tell you what they taste like.
I'll come around the corner like, honestly, I'm not sure if I've ever tasted elf.
It's still
Don't remember.
cannibalism, I think.
They're a bit stringy.
Uh-huh.
This one tastes slightly foul. As, yes, he does also look over this little
I mean,
blood soup we got
maybe.
here.
Maybe where I came from, cannibalism was okay. You never know.
I mean, maybe.
I have
Shrugs.
to be open to this kind of stuff.
All right. So what is the gunk?
All right, you cannot tell, of course, so if you'd like to roll occult, we can get a nice gander at this nonsense.
I will also roll
give it a
cult.
taste test.
Hell yeah!
Fake accidentally falls in.
I decide to try and figure out what it is by dipping my finger in.
Perfect. And
We're gonna give it a taste test.
as you do, you're actually going to cut your finger on something, Vega.
It inside the goop?
Weird, right? As
you
you
just cut your finger on fluid.
Welcome to cult stuff.
as you pull your hand out of this thicker than you were expecting fluid, something clatters within the bowl, and you can
This must be
see
a cat.
what?
Yeah, cats are liquid and they can cut you.
Very, very good point. You can see now what's sort of sticking out of the bowl, a knife, or it looks like a knife at least. It's shaped like one. Kane, you can tell that whatever they were doing here was probably generating more of the substance that they need to turn the people such as Bat Person.
Oh, good luck, Vega. You're gonna turn into Bat Person now.
Cool.
Cool.
I
Okay.
mean, do you need to like ingest it or is it touch and you die?
You don't feel odd, Vega? You just feel the cut.
I will rinse my finger off in the
I mean,
river.
Okay.
I'm still gonna try to convince her all the time that she's gonna turn into Bat Person.
As you're
Just in
washing,
case, let me do a medical checkup.
as you're washing your hand off, he's patting you on the shoulder. It's not so bad.
I mean, assuming you end up.
I mean,
like
yeah,
me,
you
but
can
not like
fly
the other
now. That's
ones.
pretty cool.
Precisely.
Can I like pick this up and just dump everything out onto the floor?
Yeah, as you pour it out, a very gelatinous blood pours and pours out. In fact, way more pours out than you were expecting, like substantially more.
Oh,
And a blade clatters to the floor.
Is the jar magic or is it the fluid that's magic?
You're getting a
Yes.
feeling that it's you're getting a feeling it's definitely the fluid. Almost as if it was like condensed in this jar in some way. As you sense nothing coming from the jar itself, Kane. The blood begins to kind of spatter and soak into the ground a bit. And it almost looks as if it's alive, but kind of stutters and ugh. The blade, though,
I have made
definitely stands out
underground.
to you. And, there's a very obvious place to grab the handle of this blade so that you don't cut yourself.
I'll pick it up, I guess. Have someone look at it later.
Alrighty. The blade is incredibly unique. It's not a standard like rogue's knife or letter opener or anything like that. You're not even sure if it can be used as a weapon. Like most likely, it's sharp. You can kill anyone with something sharp. But this one here, it's warm, not because of the blood. As you hold it by its handle, it feels as if there's a heartbeat coming from the blade itself.
I hate that.
I thought you loved that.
I wrap it in my inside robes.
Okay. As you do, you notice the blade portion looks as if it's like made of blood, and then the handle plus this stretched out substance on the back of the blade looks very fleshy, and you kind of give it a nice wrap and tuck it away somewhere. Were you doing treat wounds on Vega, Arbalist, or were you checking her business out?
Both, basically, but like, if she was actually dying.
Okay. Well, two things. I can tell you that she's not dying, and we roll how much to see for healing? Let's see. Treat wounds is
2d8, I think.
2d8.
Damn it failed. Succeed, damn you.
It's been rolling
All right.
2d8 whenever I get it.
Roll me 2d8, Arbalist. I keep failing.
Here, I'll do it.
Well, he already succeeded.
That
No!
was a critical failure.
That's a critical failure. Let's ignore that.
You kill
Goodbye.
Vega.
Throw it away. All right.
I mean, I was just doing it to see if it would roll it.
Yeah, it rolled it. Alrighty, with that, you can tell two things. Arbalest, that she is indeed doing fine, and you're able to kind of wrap up some of the wounds that she got from these spells. And Vega, you're able to take a second and catch your breath. You feel a bit better.
Excellent.
You know, we haven't actually taken a look at these corpses, see if they have anything.
Anything on them?
Yeah.
From what you can tell, you have not looked at them just yet. They are covered in a cowl. They have a staff that they don't seem to be using, most likely using it to channel their spells. No other items on them, nothing of value, realistically. But you can tell one was a human, one looked to be a half-elf, the other one is mostly eaten, so difficult to tell. But they were also wearing animal pelts. From what you can see with them, though,
what it tasted like.
It almost looks as if the pelt was fused to their skin, because it looks like that person peeled it off and it took a couple layers of skin with it. And also,
by the way, that's this area over here leads back to the other entrance into the spider cave.
Yes, were you guys to move all the way to the west from where you are, you see, once again, a wall of red spider web. And then, right where Bat Person's currently looking at this large stone wall, you see another one of those triangles. He kind of glances at it, sees what Vega did to it before, and then looks away.
Oh, there's another triangle?
Yep, right there.
I will slash it.
You want to smack it up again?
Yeah.
All right, roll me will save.
Don't die. I just healed you.
I'll try.
10's not great. All right, Vega, as you move over this way and attempt to cut into it, you notice a little something. Once again, a nice triangle with a smooth finish on the inside. And you see 3 lines within this triangle that you didn't see before, splitting it into 4 triangles. And upon closer inspection, you can see that that one has another 4 in it, splitting it again. Those have another in it, splitting them again.
Wow, this is so intricate.
It really is. You're wondering, how the hell are they able to do this? These lines are perfectly straight. They are absolutely immaculate. And as you look closer, there's something between the lines. There's a shape of some variety. There's a gnashing. There's light. There's dark. There's life. There's death. There's everything. It's honestly really intriguing, Vega. You've never seen anything like this. Art's never made you feel this way. Music, food. You're almost feeling too many emotions all at once.
Is it connected to my gods?
No, but upon thinking that, your god would definitely take affront to this for some reason. There's something off about it, almost the indecision between life and death, creation and destruction, and not in a cyclical way, almost in a chaotic, nondescript way.
In a triangular way.
In a triangular way.
And I suddenly feel a little repulsed.
You do indeed feel a little repulsed, and the thought racks your head and it begins to hurt. And in this pain, Vega, you can, if you wish, lash out at this thing and break it.
I do.
As you do, your blade strikes against this offensive symbol. And you cut, and you cut, and as you do, you sever these perfect lines. Between them, which lies life, death, meat, gears, turning, time. It's so confusing and not worth thinking about. Just get rid of it. It's gone. It's slashed, it's removed, and in this 1 second, you guys saw Vega just kind of pause and then just start like whapping at this thing. This took place in almost no time at all, but you, Vega, this felt like almost 5-10 minutes of just staring at this, and it's gone.
I don't like this place.
Okay. Not culty.
I don't
Not
think
at
any
all.
of us like this place.
I mean, the cult stuff is interesting.
Where's the leader? I need to kill him.
In the big room with the, circle.
Are you ready for more slaughtering, Bat Person?
You sure you want to do that now? You don't seem to be very, healthy.
I'm very angry right now.
I guess drink a potion if you really want to, but...
I will.
Or you can take an hour to
says,
ritual.
Angrily popping it off.
But we probably first need to get these people out of here.
He's healing me for 3.
Wait, how are you healing?
My potion.
Oh, you took your potion now?
Because
Yes.
Okay.
you have
I mean,
literally all of them.
I need them more.
You have a bad person to help a little bit, but yeah. All right, looking around, the room does indeed continue to the east. Is that where we're going?
For now.
It's the last thing we have not discovered yet, so.
All right, and as your group moves throughout here, you notice the further you move down these tunnels and into this cave, the more they decided to decorate the walls with viscera and symbols. You don't see any that mimic what you ran into before, but you do indeed see a lot of the scrawlings and scribblings that Kane pointed out to you that are just pure nonsense. There's a very tight squeeze here, which you guys are able to get through without much issue. And looking about, the smell is starting to get to you guys. They're having a little too much fun with this, we'll just say. And Kane and group, you guys see another one of those flesh walls that is directly to the south of where y'all are. You see some stairs that go down, and we'll go ahead and pause here as we move down these steps. That person will follow. As we look down here, you see another room, and there are some pillars in this room in which skeletons seem to be tied. They are long, long gone. Against these back walls, though, almost approximately 15 or so feet apart each, you see individuals that were also chained and tied to these walls. Unlike the other survivors, though, all of these seem to be long gone. They are skinned, and they are very, very clearly dead. They are
so that's a corpse?
They are all corpses. They're rotting. The smell is getting stronger and stronger.
Not a zombie, right?
They are 100% definitely corpses. They are dead. They do not look like, look like zombies. These look like a late stage version of a failure. You see fur and feathers and stuff just jutting out from various locations, their mouths, their eyes. It's all wrong. It's all messed up. It's best not to look at for too long. And as you look to the southeast of here, you see a very small entryway that allows you to see the reverse side of whatever this stone wall was, and the individual. They're focused on the people that they're talking with. You see 3 of them, but you're not far from them now. This individual has seemed to move around a bit, and they're not looking your guys' way.
Sneakily take a peek, I guess. But
yeah, they're not looking your guys' way, but they do seem to be focused on what they're doing. At any moment, though, they could turn around. So, looking over here, you'd have to be incredibly careful. You can't really make out the 3 individuals because they're just covered in blood. Their heads are down, and he's either standing too close to them or he's covered their faces or something. Like one of them has a bag on their head. One of them is like wearing a cowl. The other one, their hair is covering their face and they're just covered in blood. And they're all 3 chained to this wall.
We're gonna have to come back for them. We have to get the other people out first.
They're not gonna make it.
It's your call. He seems to be alone, I think.
He does seem to be alone, from what you guys can tell. There are candles.
We don't know what this circle does.
There are candles in each circle, from what you can see, lighting the room. There's also a candle on the top of the stone wall. They don't seem to be normal candles. There's something odd about the light. It's almost flickering too slowly. That person behind you guys seems to remember something, and you can visibly see his anger growing. And you can hear like a mumbling or something coming from him. Kane, the last bit of information I will leave with you before we pause is upon walking past the flesh wall, the strange knife that you had, did you bound it up in your ropes or paper or something?
It's wrapped in inside ropes.
All right, you can feel it quivering.
Oh, good.
As you get near the wall, you can feel it quivering, and that is a note that we will pause on.
Oh, good.
Dun, dun, dun.
Cursed.